Any minute now, we should see whether the stream's gone up. Yes, we are live. Very good, very good, very good. Huge. Hello, everyone who's not here yet. If you're checking the VOD, that notification's coming out real soon. Notification gang, where are you at? We've got Bandle City versus Noxus, and I'm joined here with Cherub.
What up, what up?
And it looks to me, unless my eyes deceive me, that we've got... Not sure who's going to be on what side. Both the teams are just kind of scattered across, trying to get the whole gang together here. So if I remember correctly, these are the playoffs. Is this the winner's side? Is this an elimination game?
I believe this is the elimination week. Or the elimination set of games, yeah.
Huge. Okay, great. We've got a draft link as well. Get that right in here.
Yes, last week, Bandle City lost to Bilgewater, and so they've ended up here, and they were the second seed, and then, or I believe, and then Noxus ended up beating Targon, and so they've moved up to this elimination game, and whoever wins this goes on to fight Bilgewater in the finals, and whoever loses is out.
Huge. Okay. Okay. Just changing some of the sides here in the background off the studio mode, since my guess was incorrect. I always guess.
Yeah, I believe Bandle should be on blue side.
Looks like red side's going to be Noxus.
Yes.
Okay, I'll transition the draft screen over in case we get there. Nobody needs to spy in on the lobby. Okay, great. So, familiar with a couple of players, haven't been necessarily seeing a ton, but of course, Way2K's here on Bandle City. Um, don't know how faithfully everyone's been jamming the current jungle meta. I suppose things like Way2K's normal Amumu, Jarvan, Diana, things like that. Looks like we're still getting everyone all together here.
And looks like, from what I was catching in chat, first game, Zach is here as a emergency sub for Way 2K, because I guess some real life thing he's being delayed. Plans to only play one game, so Way 2K may be here for the second game or the third game. But
Oh,
it looks like for this first game we're gonna have a sub.
interesting. Okay. Well, of course, the roles are flexible. So, if that's the case, and Zach's in here on Bandle City in place of Way2K, so from what I heard, Mariah Carey was usually holding down mid, Lawful Dog top, Juan and Base down in the bot lane. Zach's been known to mid. I've seen him top. I think jungle's usually a bit distant, maybe like second to last next to support. But we'll see if he fills in directly in there. It's up to them. It's not like they have to tell anyone. That would be a competitive disadvantage for the draft. So
Mm-hmm.
cool. And from what I heard,
Wait,
Noxus kind of shifts around a little bit. Could be Jackie bot or Cloud's bot depending, or do they switch? Or Maru as well. Maru plays quite a bit of support.
Zelia is telling us in chat that I guess Way 2K is only jungled, so apparently I guess Zach is only allowed to jungle.
Ah, them's the rules.
Um, Otherwise, I think we're just waiting on a few more players here.
Them's the
Um,
rules. All right,
that's the rules.
won't call anyone out. It's just a best of three, right? Only the finals best of
Yeah,
five.
just the best of three this week.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Unless I'm wrong, I could be wrong.
And of course, this is 13.4, so I'll be curious how the supports are going to line up. If it's something like Clouds and support, I know he's a big fan of Blitzcrank, among others. Yeah, I would not be too keen on queuing up a range support for this. It will be quite a noticeable difference on the income and the mana. Looks like we're just needing 2 more here. We've got everyone lined up. We need base. Got King Nazgul, got Jord. Need Clouds. Clouds and base.
That's the base looks like. Yep. Yep, and I think I believe that maybe I've got the rules wrong, but does I think because of the emergency sub, does I believe that Bandle forfeits one of their bans. I believe that's rules
Big.
because I know that happened in a match last week.
That's tough.
I think
Oh,
usually.
well, Zach has said now that they need 2 subs and that they only need 1 ban.
Yep. So yeah, if that's true and they need 2 e-subs, then it will
Who
be.
will this Okay, so apparently base is also delayed for the second and third games, so it looks like they're going to have a double sub for the first. Jackie's saying better make that 1 ban count. That's that's tough. I would imagine they have some high priorities. My recollection is that King Nazgul historically had kind of a narrow pool, and that King Nazgul would be subject for several bans. Yorick being one, if I remember correctly.
That sounds right.
Maybe what were some of the other ones? Maybe Mordekaiser. I think Mordekaiser kind of got toned in. Okay, so if they're subbing for base, that would be their AD carry then, in theory.
Yep. Just in confirmation in chat, Zach is a locked jungle, and Voidblade is a locked ADC.
And they get 1 ban.
Yeah, 1 ban on the first rotation. They'll still get their 2 second rotation bans.
My
But
goodness, that's tough.
that is tough.
All right, well, we stand ready here in the draft whenever they want to get going with it. They've just been smoothing out to make sure that the roles are what they know. It's very interesting that they're going to be down these bands. It is fair for a team like Noxus because they probably had some specific bands in mind, and now their game plan's kind of out the window. So they'll just narrow it down to one that's not way 2K specific, not base specific.
Mm-hmm.
Double checking this draft link. I believe it's correct. The one that
Yeah,
I
it looks
got.
like they're start. Bandle's already sorry, but I think just gotta get over here. I think it's the same link.
Is
Let me
this
look.
QZCP? Yeah,
Yep,
this is the one that I
same link.
got.
Same link. Same link.
Okay, they say R for draft whenever. They just haven't readied up yet. So we will see what happens here. So I'm guessing they probably had at least 1 ban prepped for way 2K that they'll no longer have to do. Really don't know what Zach's been jamming in the jungle. Maybe Zach. But we'll
Yeah.
see.
Well, let's see. Bandle's 1 ban. Who are they gonna target here?
Better make it count.
It's gonna be the Anivia for the mid lane.
Yes. So that removes that forces Cloud's hands to go into the bot lane, I presume.
Yeah, it looks like Jord also plays Anivia, but so it's a good ban for both of them.
Ah, of course, of course. Okay. And it has been agreed upon this Ivern and an incoming Shaco ban have been agreed upon to speed things up.
Okay, just so that we don't have to wait for it. Okay, so these Iron Shaco bans are not actually real bans.
Yeah.
They're agreed upon as targets.
Okay. Standard Garen ban going out towards Ben, K Lawful Dog. Syndra. I think Mariah Carey's had some nasty Syndra games, so it's been a pretty standard ban. Wasn't even that long ago they kind of reworked her a little bit too. People don't have that many reps against the new Syndra.
Hmm.
Bit of an enigma. Not very popular champion in the mid lane either. Ah, we have two substitutions for those arriving in the chat on Bandle City. So Zach will be jungling on behalf of Way2K for just the first game, and Voidblade has jumped in for base. Emergency subs. Um, they've said that the original players will be able to get in for games 2 and 3.
Yeah,
Cho'Gath
so
too.
so it should just be this.
Scared of
We're
those
top.
Cho'Gath buffs.
Yeah, we're targeting the top lane here. And it should be Mariah. So yeah, I mean, with the newly buff Cho'Gath, it's pretty likely it's a pretty safe pick. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets picked. And
So
obviously, Garrett. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, the Garen's huge. I don't know if this Maokai's a flex or not. I know they've been adjusting him mostly to route the AP out of him and make him a tank.
Yeah, these are good jungle tank picks. Good playmakers. I expect both of these to go in the jungle. I highly doubt we'll see a Zach solo lane, but um,
Zach's been
I'm
playing
just
Maokai in ranked, confirmed by chat. Thank you.
Israel pick here.
Maokai's a pretty straightforward dude, even if you're like pseudo off roll. But
Hmm.
Zach's played a lot of jungle in ranked actually.
Yeah.
Okay, Ezreal. That screams more clouds to me than Jackie. Time will tell though. Oh, that's Maru on the Ezreal. Okay, okay. Whatever you say. And Caitlyn in. Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, I like the Caitlyn. I think as an Ezreal player, I think this pick can be a little tough for Ezreal in the early game because Caitlyn has so much more push than Ezreal does, and can really get the advantage. Um,
Yeah. As long as
for
he
for
can keep up on farm, it's definitely helpful.
but yeah, I think this Caitlyn can really punish them, and
Ooh,
uh,
Leona's nice.
a Leona pickup with the Caitlyn, interesting. I think it's an interesting pick into Ezreal with the fact that you've got an AD that has that
I guess
pretty short
if they
cooldown
can get the
dash.
level 2 real quick, Leona can E-flash right onto Ezreal real quick. And even if he does level up in the meantime, he'll get beaten up in that trade real bad. Janna, that's cool.
For people who just came in asking about the bans, we have two emergency subs for just the first game, I believe, from Bandle City. We have Zach coming in for Way 2K and Bryn coming in for base. And those two bans, the Ivan and Shaco, were agreed upon by the two teams to be fake bans. Looking back to real
Fake.
bans, though, we've got a Jax ban for the top lane. Our top lane wasn't picked, so I like to see that Jax. Even with the changes here, I think Jax is still a really strong champion and definitely should be a target. And then a Quinn, interesting.
Oh, I thought that was Jackie's thing. What's with the Quinn? So what's up with this Janna? Is Jackie playing support? If that's the Maru Ezreal, cool. Yeah. Janna is definitely super good against Leona.
Yeah, definitely. I think that this is a really hard lane for Leona to play. I feel like you're really unlikely to ever really get on to this bot lane duo. I would like to see maybe a little more poke instead. Someone that doesn't have to get in range of this Janna and Ezreal with their ability to just easily get away from you. Um, this Noxus team is very poke heavy. They have a lot of range besides maybe the Zac. This is definitely looking to control those choke points and just shove bombs and mystic shots in your face and not let you get through.
Yeah, Zach's kind of weird. He needs a buddy who's willing to commit and go in here a little bit. I mean, I guess big AoE knockups, big Ziggs bomb, big Ezreal could work. Ori. So that's Ziggs mid? That's something.
Yeah, I assume that. I assume that's Ziggs mid. I wouldn't really see him going any other lane with an Ezreal unless they want to put an Ezreal Janna or a
Very
Ziggs Janna. But
very magic heavy on Bandle City. They're gonna go with Olaf here. So that's the Nazgul Olaf, I believe.
well, there's your buddy for Zac. There's somebody to run in with that Zac and get to the back line and
Hey, Olaf's got peace of mind. Doesn't have to worry about Caitlyn traps, Leona. Just
no,
get
that's
him.
kind of a really nice pick and what is a lot of big R buttons on Bandle City. They have sort of a crazy combo here with the Maokai, Leona, Orianna, all of these big AoE CC ults. So I like that Olaf pick, being able to just run through and get to the Caitlyn and Ori.
So this is Ziggs mid, huh? This is really something here. Very interesting, very interesting. So the Mordekaiser was picked blind into what ends up being Olaf.
The joke's on you.
And Caitlyn Leah. I'll be very interested in this Janna because she was kind of one of the ones that came to mind. Like if a lot of these melee supports are going to come up, then Janna should in theory be pretty good. Could probably peel Maokai quite a bit too.
Yeah, I mean, Twisted Advance can obviously avoid some of those, a lot of Janna's abilities, but, after he dives in, Janna's got a lot of ability to push him away. I think this Janna pick is really good. I expect it to do a lot of work.
Yeah, because like Leona, she can go, and she could even take Glacial herself to try and even the odds a little bit, but Janna's Glacial is always going to be stronger because of the passive healing and shielding power she gets on her E. She gets quite a lot for free that bumps up the slow significantly, even just at level 1. It's pretty crazy. I guess this Ziggs Ori is just kind of going to be a handshake, but maybe kind of not, because I feel like Ori could kind of just poke Ziggs freely with Q.
Yeah, I think early lane definitely leans towards the Orianna, with the Ziggs having longer cooldowns and not as much wave clear. I think the Orianna should be able to be a little more aggressive and get an advantage. But once Ziggs gets, especially the first item, I think the wave clear, the wave clear becomes more important.
Her Q goes through minions. His doesn't, so
True.
Makes a big difference.
He can throw it over, but if the Orianna positions well, then
Yep. Alright, well this should be interesting anyway. So yeah, this first game here for Bandle City of the draft is probably a lot different than
yeah, I think
what it'll be otherwise.
This, I don't know how. I mean, I think Maokai is still good, and I could imagine seeing it be played, but
Base likes Caitlyn too.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, maybe not that different, but definitely interested to see how this plays with. I mean, with these 3 champions, Mordekaiser, Leona, and Maokai, that just run at you and try to get on top of you. Maybe a little less Maokai with his saplings, but trying to run into this just really heavy poke coming out of the side of Noxus, I think could be scary.
So I don't even know about Maokai anymore. Like, they've hit his AP stuff at every turn. Is it still worth to go Demonic Embrace and it's just weaker?
Yeah, I mean, especially with this patch and the change to capping out the amount of damage that
They
that you can do to clear to
Oh yeah, they
monsters.
hit the Q. They hit the Q. So does Maokai still go with the red jungle pet to get like? Because that with all the AP that was doing ridiculous damage for a while, but they toned it down. So maybe he goes the green pet now.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he builds more of a tanky build, more that more like yeah, actually building tank items after Mythic.
It's interesting.
Definitely be interesting to see. Instead of the kind of hybrid build that we had for a while, which was especially with the Radiant Virtue, but with the Radiant Virtue changes as well too.
Well,
Getting
Zack's
getting
ganks should definitely be a little more potent. So I'd be kind of interested in top side. The Olaf got picked directly into the board, so
Mhm.
maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. I think Olaf usually goes Conqueror and stuff like that. I think Mord does too. Maybe he goes Grasp. Not sure.
I think both. I think Conqueror is good for both.
Yeah, it is. So
I don't. I think they're fight. This lane's fighting a lot, so you want the sustained damage. I assume the Olaf. Well,
we'll see
guess
if
it's
the
interesting.
junglers pad top. It would make sense if they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we might see some Maokai presence in bot lane in case to try and keep this Caitlyn pushing, but I assume them to. I agree with you. I think they will look to top and try to get one of their two top laners ahead and just kind of let the Caitlyn lane go as it does, and hopefully this Leona pick will work out. I am a little scared about the Leona just kind of not being able to do anything in this lane, so I like to see how one plays this.
Oh yeah, that is Juan there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if I've seen Juan on Leona. Juan's known for the signature Thresh of all things, who's also gotten a lot of benefit from these last few patches. But
For
Leona's
sure.
sweet. The Relic Shield has additional healing, passive healing now, so if the Ezreal and Janna do poke her a little bit, she'll be fine. That's a
Yeah,
nice quality of life thing. Like now you don't have to go second wind or anything. You can be beefcake.
Mhm.
So yeah, definitely interested to see. And if Bandle City can get a dub without their main roster here, then all the better. That'll give the latecomers some confidence. We got 13 seconds on the spec delay here, and we'll get right to it. I don't
I
see any
mean,
invades or anything happening.
no, I don't think the level ones of these teams is particularly crazy. I mean, Leona's got the semi long range route, but and Maokai doesn't want to take W, just advance. So, got any last minute predictions for this one?
Um, Honestly, I think Nox's team comp is kind of strange. Like, I think it'll rely on the Olaf, which I could see working out. So I'll go ahead and say that I believe in Nox this year. Plus, they're playing for the cat that I heard about. It's for Jord's cat.
All right.
Speed the timer up a little bit.
Yeah, for me, I really like Noxus here too. I think the range diff is pretty big, even with the Caitlyn.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Uh-oh, Nazgul's on the
Everybody's
push.
path top here. King Nazgul is in danger. Pops the ghost. Leona flash E's. Gets the flash and the ghost out. But Leona started E, which is not ideal. Let me make my minimap a little small for you, chat.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't think he is that bad. It's just you're waiting to level 2 to do anything anyways. But yeah, some nice summoners. Got both summoners out of the LF just for the single Leona flash trade. So definitely worth, I think.
Okay. So Zac actually starting top. Zac the champion, that is, not Zac the player who's on Maokai, of course. They're both starting top. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. Different, getting leashes from their top laner.
They get a ward on the red side bot for... Or for the red buff, rather. So they'll have a clear picture of when Maokai's there. But the Caitlyn and Leona started in lane. This Leona's got E, though, which is not good without Q. It is nice if Leona starts the Q sometimes. She can always flash for it, but of course she doesn't have flash. Sometimes Janna's get a little too hyphy and walk up. The Spell Thief's nerf will be interesting.
Well, big trade up here in the top lane, I think.
Oh my god!
I end up winning that.
King Nazgul ekes it out with no summoners, even.
Really quickly, what time are you at?
221. 222.
Okay, gotta pause for a few seconds.
Ooh, nice Janna Q. Oh my god, and the Caitlyn Q. One really ate that there.
Got me off again real quick.
239 right now.
Okay, perfect.
And Nazgul is trying to get the wave in. Could not do it. Zaka... Did Zach go with bot camps? He just comes straight up there after doing wolves.
Yeah, looks like it. Just 3 camp into gank. I think pretty good play there. I think
Yeah.
after the Mordekaiser burned the teleport, I think Olaf should have just realized he wasn't getting that in and turned off, but a little greedy there for the wave and ended up costing him.
Definitely tough. Definitely tough.
Yep, Zach's just going, or Zach the champion. George just going for the full clear here. May look to try and do something bot.
Yep. Well, bit awkward that the Olaf got killed like that, but Maokai took the kill. Olaf still got the first blood purchase. Didn't lose that much CS. Maokai's here, has flash, goes in on the Janna with W. She should be dead.
Oh my god, Mars in there! Mars gets a turn kill on that!
Yeah, he just went hard because they were focusing down Jackie there a while. And of course Jord's here now as well. At full health. Juan goes on to Jackie, but she'll kill him. Nazgul's going hard on Lawful Dog again. Pops the ghost, it came back up.
Man, that ability is such a short cooldown. No,
Oh,
he's gonna
no!
die! Walk into turret! No!
Oh, he could have easily dropped the aggro after one of those shots, but goes...
Yeah, kept walking forward, maybe a misclick, but ends up getting the kill, but turn doesn't, he definitely took an extra turret shot and lost his life.
Wow, Maru really went psycho mode there when they were focusing Jackie. Of course, Jord was coming down as well. Maru's got the Sheen tier now, though, so... Maru's big chillin'.
Yeah, that was a really good fight for the Ezreal. I mean, it was great heads up to get that turn kill there. It ended up costing his life, so...
Yes, Olaf did not need to die there. One turret shot too many. Kept running, even after the Mordekaiser was dead. Kept running toward the turret.
Yeah.
Turret's not your friend.
No, definitely not.
Cloud's looking like he needs a first back here. Has the TP up. This trade's not going so well for Nazgul this time.
Oh.
He's standing in the middle of the wave the whole time, it seemed like.
Yeah, kind of just stood in Mordekai's passive and the wave. Thought that his low health healing was going to be enough, but ended up not.
Yeah, and Mord's no joke now with that that blasting wand to his name. Ooh, Clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Both these mages are very Oh, that was sweet.
Oh. A flash from George with just no abilities up, just a jump scare. It doesn't get anything off it.
Burned Mariah Carey's flash as well.
Yeah, I mean flash trade sure, but
oh, Ori went ghost in this case. Yeah, these mid laners need backs badly.
really bad.
They're both to the extreme. They're like in mana debt. They're so not good. Alright, working down a plate here. They've got control bot side, and George's kind of working around here for a potential dive, which is scary with no flash on the Zac, but nice double knockup. Took the aggro.
Just so tanky though.
Took the aggro so Maru could go pretty crazy, but he took too many turret shots.
That Leona, when she pops her W, is so tanky, and Rin played well and stood behind, and Ezreal just can't really fight in the wave and can't fight through someone really because he used a skill shot that hits one enemy. So ends up actually 1-for-0 for the side of Bandle.
Maybe a slight miscommunication on that dive. Jackie doing her part though. Canceling the backs, being annoying.
Yep.
Trying to stop this wave from getting frozen, but I don't know if it's in Jackie's control at this point. Yeah, just kind of chilling there. It's a toughie.
Zeke's got that lost chapter on his first back, which is really big. It's a
Huge.
really big power spike for his sustain in lane and ability to wave clear. So I expect to see this. Oh, we've got a little tussle in the bot jungle here.
Getting Janna. She's in big trouble. Ignited, but keeping her distance.
Oriel only catches one there, but Maokai's going back in. Might be able to single out Jord here, but Maokai's getting really low, and Maru's here.
Yeah, Maokai's down.
Now.
Juan goes in deep and will die and lose flash.
Nice rotation there by Marn.
Cloud's got it
on
too.
the Ezreal.
Crazy.
Mara was able to push in that wave to keep the Caitlyn still, and was able to walk up there and make that a 4v3, and turned out really well to get 2 kills on the side of Noxus.
Yep, gets in there with Arcane Shift. And they get a dragon for their trouble.
Yeah, really nice. Really, really good play ended up there for Noxus.
Nazgul got a crash in too in the meantime. Caught up on that CS quite a bit and got a Hex Drinker.
Yeah, that sounds like a good buy into the Mordekaiser matchup, especially with how much magic damage they have on the side of Bandle City. I mean,
it's probably a good Merc Treads game too. I don't know if that's normally what they want, but if anyone is a candidate for it, not only all the magic damage, but the CC. Looks like Bandle City is going to go for this Rift Herald now on the mini-map.
Jord is down here in bot lane just hovering, but I don't think they're going to get anything for it.
See if Caitlyn wants to greed for plates, which she's known to do sometimes. Hey, look at that. Spell Thief's finished off at about 9 minutes. Not too bad. Nice nerf. They've been perma-fighting, so it helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Jackie's been playing it well on the Janna. Very touch and go. Zach getting in there, CC immune. Just trying to kill the Mord.
Oh, I think it's an Olaf moment for him. Oh no, he lost his ult! Mordekaiser was able to keep him away, and that's gonna end up being a kill for Zach on the Maokai.
Well, looks like this Zach gank is just a little forced. Didn't work out.
Yeah, nice disengage there from the top side of Bandle City to make that Olaf ult run out so they could get the root from Maokai ult.
Yep, big deal.
Get a few plates here off the Swift Herald. Definitely get this Mordekaiser pretty significantly ahead.
Yeah, big CS gap, plate gap now. It's looking hard. This Olaf really just can't YOLO anymore. Oh, nice little trade there.
Yeah, Mord's got fuller allies now. That is that is scary for sure.
That's terrifying. That is terrifying. Looks like the bot lane's gonna get a little wave in here.
Yeah, I'll get a plate out of it.
Probably my mini-map snuck back to full size. Sorry about that. I didn't save. No dragon here for another 2 minutes. That's Noxus's big hope here. And King Nazgul's just going to have to kind of minimize here a little bit now because this Mord has become terrifying in the meantime. Especially if Maokai's going to be focusing up there. Has a blasting one.
Yeah, it looks like Maokai's going straight for the demonics though.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't see an adaptation out of that. You know, some people don't read patch notes. It's fine.
They did lower the AP ratios, but you know what? Still does magic damage.
It's probably still good, to be honest.
Still does magic damage. Jord has opted for the Sunfire first here on Zac. This is pretty normal for what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Zac builds, but
it is a legendary now. Oh, Nazgul fighting Lawful with this Rylai's. Scary.
This Olaf is like, oh, he's gonna take a turret shot, which means he loses the trade.
We flashed out away at the last minute.
Yeah,
to just barely live.
There, it was looking a little scary, but the slow from the Rylai's lets Lawful just, and his tankiness allows him to just get under turret. So
yeah, Rylai's has HP. Played Steel Caps helps a little bit. Vision Wars. Oh yeah, Maokai does have the green. Oh!
Zac's a little caught out here, but he gets the Phase Rush proc and is just able to walk away.
Oh, Phase Rush. That is awesome.
Yeah. Good awareness to just use his abilities and get away from that, because that could have been a little bit of a rocky situation.
Love that Phase Rush. That's sweet. Alright, well this dragon is coming up in about 20 seconds, and Bandle City's in position, want to put a stop to Nox's stacking. They got the vision under control, they got the saplings.
Yeah, they've got really good control of this choke. Clouds isn't here yet, and they're... Oh, they're
Ooh!
going way up there.
They blew Ezreal's shift and flash there. Now Jord's in after the fact, all alone. Big trouble.
Whole team's here though, and that's a lot of AoE from that
wow.
Ziggs. Just all of those bombs is able to end up taking out the
what an Orianna ult!
Great Orianna ult! It's gonna turn this around probably. Gonna end up getting 2 kills out of it.
They'll kill the passive. Maru and Clouds are testing their luck here. Caitlyn flashed at the last minute to avoid that Ziggs ult. That was crazy.
What a...
Oh, one! Was that Scorch?
He has red buff. He had red buff.
Leandry's burn.
Leandry's and red buff. He had a bunch of burn on him too.
Oh my god. Clouds is really big here now. Oh, Maru! He's gone!
We've just got kills happening over the map. What is happening?
You can't stand in the wave when you're in Caitlyn ult range, I guess. Get out of vision.
Nope.
It's not safe.
Nope. Well, it ends up,
They're fighting again.
Oh, what do you know? Top lane. Oh, that
Okay.
Q does so much damage.
Alright, well, nobody got on the dragon. It was too chaotic and too bloody. People had to go spend money. Jackie holding it down here. Helping Jord out.
Alright, the Ziggs has a better position on this setup. Should be able to poke him out, so...
Yeah, this Ziggs is huge now for controlling...
Yeah, with a whole... He's
space.
got 3 kills and a whole needlessly large rod. This Ziggs has a lot of damage.
Okay, both teams kind of hovering in lane and river, bot side, thinking, wanting to see what's up at least.
Yep.
Getting
there.
Maokai saplings go a long way.
Getting their camps before we try to contest this again.
Zac thinking about bot. Zac the Maokai, of course. They probably figured Jord's around. Yeah, they're like pinging off in that direction. Jord's over the wall, Jord's over the wall. And Jord is over the wall. A little later than they thought Jord would be, but he's there. Both mid laners very aware of one another, trying to move down. Both junglers hovering. George showing now hitting this ward.
Try not to build a mythic challenge impossible for top lane. Got a Rav Hydra completed on this Olaf.
All these legendaries are too good. George does go in. The Q. Next one Fiona, not ideal. Okay, only one Maokai are hits. Zig's bomb comes down. There's no Zac passive here, so he's dead.
That was a really aggressive Gale
Caitlyn
Force
heal.
forward. It almost cost him life.
Jackie flashed forward to try and kill the Caitlyn. But
Yeah.
she gets a double kill instead.
Amazing that Caitlyn gets out of there. That was a really aggressive Gale Force.
And the Olaf gets him. Finally.
Yep.
Gets revenge with the Rab Hydra. Huge.
Just Olaf things.
Okay, well, Ziggs is staying down here, and the damage is not stopping. They should maybe leave.
Yeah. And Ziggs just gets this turret for free, pretty much. There he goes.
Yeah. First turret, despite the Herald top.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, 2 turrets at the same time for Noxus. Definitely able to...
Okay, so this Rab Hydra spike is clearly very significant, along with the Hex Drinker.
Mm-hmm. Yep, looks like Lawful's just going for that, I still want to call it Agathia's Endurance, but its name is Jaksho. But
Very nice.
yeah, just gonna go for that tanky build.
Alright, well, the second Herald's up. Gonna get that. The Drake never got claimed amongst all the chaos down there, but this Caitlyn, in the meantime, is quite strong.
Yeah, interesting to note. I didn't notice at the beginning of the game, but Caitlyn started call. Definitely looking to play for later.
There it is.
Really aggressive start.
Dodges the Q, but flashed anyway. Wasn't confident that the Q was dodged, I guess. Oh,
Big mouth
Janna
roll,
pops
catches
Shirelias. They killed that dragon quick. George trying to get out.
Yeah, a nice ult there from the Maokai to just zone everybody out while the Caitlyn is able to finish off the dragon. She's got so much damage at this point that she can essentially just solo it as long as someone tanks for her.
And a 500 gold shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna go catch that bot wave.
Strong. Yeah, we see the Trinity Force build out of the Ezreal. I think it's still pretty good, and I think it's decent this game. You know, there's obviously debate between Essence Reaver Navori and Trinity Force. I'm a big Trinity Force fan. I think the power spike at one item is better. But you know, it's up to preference, I think.
Fair enough. Well, Maru is certainly beginning in there and getting those auto attacks, so
Mm-hmm.
the Trinity Force will get value. May also lead to death, but we'll see. The time will come. Time will
You got
come.
some extra health, you know.
Leona's completed the... Oh, I hope there's an arcane ship. There it is. Yeah, Leona's got this locket. Jan's got the Shirelias. Zac on this Maokai appears to be in danger.
Yeah.
Great danger.
And the
One
phaser,
Olaf
she's-
axe, trying to dodge it. Nope, can't.
Well, Jort's got out here though.
George's in trouble. He has the
Turn around.
passive in the team, though. Janna ult.
Really nice Shanna ult there.
Good Ziggs ult. Connects with
They
a lot
can
of
keep
members.
chasing this. Lawful burns ult on the Ezreal, but doesn't win that.
They burned the Caitlyn flash. Couldn't quite get her shut down. They're trying. They're poking. They're going crazy with this range difference.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mar, no!
He got yeeted. But they will get the second crash.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Ooh, so close on the Caitlyn.
all left Q, almost kills, but that would have been a big shutdown, but...
Yeah, so it seems like the really long range Ziggs and Ezreal, as long as they're on the same page and they're taking advantage of Olaf and Zac going crazy and taking all the damage, then they're good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely have some significant guiding power here. But Mara definitely walked up a little too close to an Oriana there. Ended up giving a kill that didn't need to happen, but they did get the mid turret and most of the tier 2.
Jan is working on heal cut now. The sad Chemtech. They removed the part that was broken, but it'll still work. Still a good item. Increases the healing and shielding, which is great. 2 minutes still until Dragon's up. Baron is up, of course, but both teams have some vision up there.
Yeah, that's a death cap completed now for the Ziggs. That is that is a lot of damage
That's
coming out
scary.
of that.
That's scary.
Doesn't even have tier 2 boots. Just rush that death cap, and that's those bombs are going to hurt.
Yeah, that's terrifying because, well, no one really has MR except Maokai.
No, not
And
particularly.
Leona, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this Olaf is now fully stacked Rav Hydra. Really hasn't been able to be killed for a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they added that those stacks to it, which is pretty insane, really.
Mm-hmm.
The stacks are small, but they do add up. And he's got all summoners, so Nazgul can go crazy with it.
Yep, for sure. Looks like he's I think that's the components to Hearthbound X, so he may be going Trinity Force on this Olaf as well.
That'd be
Could
sweet.
wrong on that, but-
That would be sweet. Okay, really controlling the space here ahead of the dragon. 40 seconds. The gang's all here. Nazgul's going in the jungle.
Yeah, this Olaf's gonna be here while the Mordekaiser's just trying to take turret, but Mord does have teleport, so in case anything starts, he can get down here, whereas Nazgul kind of has to be here because he has the ghost.
Okay, Lawful took out the tier 1 top finally.
Well, they've got a really good position on this. They're pushed up all the way into Bandle's jungle.
Yeah, they're there. Clouds is way up far. Ooh, Nazgul.
Nazgul's just going for it. His team is not here.
Okay, they're just gonna burn the dragon. They're just gonna burn the dragon while Nazgul takes one for the team through a Zigzolt.
I don't know they are able to kill it fast enough. I think
You
Bandle's
would be
gonna
right
get
that
here.
they are not. But they're trying. They're trying. Maokai's nowhere.
Lawful's here.
Maokai
They
tried.
did get it, but this Mordekaiser's in there. They catch the Zac with the Oriole. Might be able to get a few out, but Zac is definitely going to die, and looks like Marnizer is
Maru
too.
goes down. They are pretty low. Do they have time to rotate up for the Baron? No, they've got a back. Someone on Bandle City's pinging these tier 1 turrets. They want to get something for this.
Yeah, I'm gonna push in that.
Get a turret back set up for Baron.
Although they are running up in a river. Maybe they are just running up Baron here.
Their Baron takes pretty quick. Mord is a handy guy to have.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on the Caitlyn.
And the Zigzolt went down. It's almost back up. There's a wild since that Zigzolt.
Oh my goodness, the combination. That's a lot of damage from that Ziggs. He's gonna be in trouble
Ooh,
here though.
yeah. Yeah, they do get the kill, but now the Baron is a concern.
Nazgul is here. He's himself is just gonna be able to pressure them off.
Oh, he's fresh. He could go in hard there. They're all low.
Yeah.
Looks like
Doesn't have the ultimate thing.
looks like Zac taking one for the
No, he
team
does.
to make sure everyone else could get out alive.
Wow, a really nice Baron stop from the two members of
It was good.
Noxus that were alive, and it looks like they're just gonna turn around and do it.
They killed the jungler,
That-
so now they're going for it.
That Ziggs ult was huge. Did so much damage to Bandle City, but Lawful
Lord's-
Dog's running in here.
Mord's TPing in. Yep. Janna zoning ult, huge.
Well, they're able to secure it, and they should just be able to get away. Wow, what a crazy
Jackie
sequence of events.
Jackie low-key needed to pop that ult too because she was low. That was a problem. Sweet. Wow, what a crazy game. And they didn't lose that second dragon there earlier. Now they got the Baron to their name. They've only lost one turret. Now they
Yep,
get the
they've only
siege.
given one turret and one dragon, and we've got the Ocean Soul up, and stacking that will be absolutely insane for this Olaf.
Yeah. Caitlyn did get Infinity Edge. She is still a problem, but
Yeah, and still has that shutdown. Has not died yet. So, and neither has the Soriana. So
Yep.
both of them have pretty big shutdowns that if Nox can cash out on, they'll definitely be ahead. They're ahead.
Ooh.
They have a slight lead, only about 300, but 200, 300. But they
George
can get
just
these
got
shots down
the
to
Radiant
huge.
Virtue purchased, which is quite big.
Mhm.
Alright. Baron time. Push, push, push. Olaf's bot. Going ham. Looks like they might come and get him, but
Yeah.
he might take someone down with him if they're not careful. He's got Ghost.
He's got Ghost, he can just run out. Doesn't end up getting the turret fully, which is kind of sad, but it's just gonna turn around probably and go right back to it.
Good news is, though, they commit a lot of resources to rotate down there to try and scare him, and Ziggs got to destroy mid because of that.
And they're just gonna rotate top with the Ziggs. I think that's really good. And using the Ziggs turret takes, and that's 4 bot side for Bandle to try and stop this Olaf, but
Ziggs is so good.
yeah. I'm just gonna easily be able to push him to stop.
Then next, oh, another great Orianna. Mariah Carey is
Oh man, Ziggs
huge
almost
on these.
died from that. A great wave clear ult there. Actually, almost almost is a disaster.
No kidding.
Caitlin's up here. This is a scary siege.
Okay, they secured the turret. They still have the Baron. Ziggs doesn't. Get back. Get this third dragon coming up here. They took 3 turrets, tier 2 turrets.
Maybe Zac gets caught out here though in the mid lane.
Oh,
Oh,
good
just gonna
flash.
flash away. Yeah, good flash there.
It is hard not to have that flash for the upcoming fight, though. Maokai loves his flash.
Ocean Drake is up in 15 here. Let's seem to see both teams run out this.
Okay.
Mord and Leona are out here on the side. They might catch Zac out here.
Ooh, very nice.
Or Jort, sorry.
Forces the ult.
Oh no, the
Oh
Caitlyn
my.
is just dying to Olaf on the backside.
Oh my lord, she evaporated. Maru is going down to lawful. No! Burns the flash though. That'll be a one-way trip. Juan's up there trying to peel, but no, this Mord won't die.
He's
This Mord won't die.
not dying. He's killing all of them.
He's killing everybody. Leona's here to CC them all up. Oh, he's so close.
No, he's got his.
Got the big fat shield back up.
He's got his W.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jack Show stacks over time.
Jack showing W. This Mord is so tanky, and it ends up
Can't die.
being pretty even
Ooh,
here.
Jackie and Nazgul are gonna press their
Oh,
luck, but
no.
Nazgul steps on a sapling.
Might be able to kill the Orianna though. That's an Olaf moment,
What?
but I think he's gonna die for it.
What are these levels of sustain? I thought we didn't want this after the durability patch. These champions are healing and shielding up like crazy.
Wow, for an insane flank there by the Olaf, just completely eliminating the Caitlyn. They end up winning the fight because Mordekaiser. Marnice here, but
It was just more lawful on the more than one against the world for like
oh no,
ever.
Marnizer. Marnizer saw blood in the water and it didn't work out.
He was all alone.
Yeah, he hit 1 Q on the Leona and said, "That's mine, and it's not yours, bud."
Oh no. I fear Noxus has squandered their advantage.
They definitely are. They still have the gold, but now Drakes are even, and
Alright, now Lawful has maybe the Demonic Embrace was already there, working on Thornmail now.
wow.
Alright, I think Maru's gotta calm down just a tad. Your 2-item Ezreal at 2.5 item Ezreal at 30 minutes. It's just not it.
No, you don't have your Cyrildas yet. Oh no.
Jackie trying to get some deep vision.
My sights.
Gets away. Thanks to being Janna and Trellius.
Yep. Jord is a little caught out here on top side, but should just be able to jump over this wall.
Yeah, Baron's
Yep.
coming back up again, and Bandle City's very interested.
Yeah. Oh no,
It happened again.
Poor Caitlyn.
The Olaf ult's too strong. She can't defend herself with her traps, or not even hardly even her net.
ADC is weak, I think.
Okay, and now all their Baron zoning and setup is gone. As they tried to go and respond to Olaf, but he just sprints away.
Yeah, he's just gonna. I think he's just gonna go for this bot turret.
All right.
I'm joking, by the way, about ADC being weak.
Clouds has started to work on some magic pen in the meantime, since all these tanks are so tanky. That Jack show's messed up.
Yeah.
Trying to fix this Baron setup here. Alright, they got their ward. GG. Jord throwing out a little laugh for good measure. Oh! Interesting. Orianna sprinting up here. No Zac passive.
There's a lot of damage that Oriole ends up missing, but the Leona ult hits. And
Nice Ziggs ult. Zac definitely lived there a long time.
they're chasing the Shirelius has popped, but we've got a teleport in from the Mordekaiser. This could end up going poorly if the Mord's able to pop off, but they're just able to kite back.
Yep, hit the blast cone. Wow. Scary.
Yep. And some
Awful
more
is terrifying.
Yeah, this is a 4-item Mordekaiser. This is very strong. The Olaf is 4 items as well, and going for the Stride Breaker.
That Thorn Mail really puts a dent into Olaf, though. Of course, you do have to CC him a bit, so the ult could make a huge difference.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I forgot Hark about Dax. Builds in Stride Breaker as well, so.
Maokai saplings continue to be annoying. They're
just starting it, but
on the Baron.
Mort's gonna spawn him out.
Clouds has to flash away. Janna ult zones. They do slay the Baron.
Olaf is in there, but he's gonna be able to get the kill on the kid. Look at that sustain! Look at him he's destroying all of them!
What happened to the durability patch? They nerfed all healing. This is not okay. How's he healing that much? He was 1v4.
He just stood there tanking all of them.
He was 1v4.
That's
They got the Baron. They came out ahead on the fight, and they're pushing for the win with these death timers. It looks like.
Yeah, if they don't win here, they'll at least get 2 at Hibs, and maybe even an Nexus Tower. But yeah, the bot lane is respawning in 10 seconds.
King Nazgul going hard. Okay, looks like they're just getting the inhibs. They're gonna spend all their gold, come back in for the finisher.
Dragon spawns in 20 seconds. They're gonna probably try to be there.
It's not Soul. I feel like this Baron buff's gonna hang on a while longer. I feel like they could just push, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
They might just push for the end too. That's definitely possible.
Can't fault them for whatever they decide because they finally have control back in their hands pretty firmly this time.
Yeah.
That healing's not okay. I thought we had I thought we had a talk back at the durability patch. I'm confused.
Awful's in there, is able to catch Janna, but
ooh, good Maokai ult. It went wide. It hit a lot of them. It hit a lot of them.
Lawful's getting really low. He just dies before he uses his W. Oh
Clouds.
no, Lawful's dead. This is gonna go really poorly for
Clouds
Bandle
is
City.
down. Maru's nearly down. Nope, he takes Swan out on his way. Zac's all alone on the Maokai. Maru's still living. Nazgul going after the Caitlyn again, but he doesn't have ult this time.
It's happening again.
He doesn't have ult this time, but it doesn't matter.
I don't know why they're even going for this dragon. They should just lock mid and end, but
they gotta keep this Maokai off. Well, Nazgul's there.
Olaf might just be able to end by himself.
Nazgul's in the base.
Yeah, and they're doing well to stop this back here. I just want to point out the incredible moment of Jackie flashing onto a Maokai sapling so that it didn't hit the low health Ezreal. That is
That's
the
heroic right there.
ultimate play. That is the ultimate hero play. But
Okay,
yeah,
Olaf ult back
probably just
up.
gonna end here.
He's hitting the Nexus. His CC immunity has ended, but he's got his shield.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, that's just gonna be
God.
easy end there.
What
Oh
a
my
wild
goodness.
game.
Olaf for what was a pretty insane laning phase. He just took over that game.
Here, let me show everyone the damage charts. A lot of damage there on that Olaf. Look at that. Nearly 42k damage. Oh my.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah, pretty pretty crazy game there. I mean, some pretty insane 1v4 moments from both of our top laners, but Olaf was able to Nazgul was able to find the more important fights in there and
Yeah,
just completely run over the team at that Baron fight, which I think was what really sealed the game there for Noxus.
yeah, they just each became raid bosses in their own right, but Nazgul did a little bit more in the end. Not that Lawful didn't. But yeah, just really demanded attention so many times. All right, we got a new lobby up here.
Maybe have our actual rosters come in this time.
See if we can get Way 2K and base in the mix. That last Maokai ult was sweet. It went so wide. It wasn't quite enough. Maru was living for ages there on like 10% HP. If Janna flashing onto a sapling to save Maru there, that's crazy. That's huge. That's some attention to detail.
That was I I I was very happy to see that. That was a true homie moment.
Crazy.
Right,
Crazy.
Base is here, so we're just waiting to see if Way2K is able to make it.
Enormous. Yes, that is cool. So, Bandle City gets to pick sides. I'm not sure if they picked the sides initially to be on blue.
No, I think it was just assigned based on seeding.
Cool.
But yeah, Bandle City should get their choice.
Looks like they're all lined up here on the blue. At least some of them are. Alright, well, I'll wait and see for sure before I get any wind ticks going. But yeah, it's Way 2K is going to be a couple minutes here, is the word. So yeah, it's hard after that first game, since so much will change with the new players coming in. But base plays Caitlyn, big Caitlyn enjoyer. Maybe the jungle could be different. I want to see more like what we saw of the top laners, though. That's crazy.
I think both of them were on good picks, and I think just one of them ended up getting a better fight, but both of them were really strong that game and able to just get in there and completely tank most of the enemy team.
Yeah. I guess what was cause for all that absurd healing at the end of the day for Olaf in particular was the death stance as well.
Yeah, for sure. Death stance and the Wrath Hydra, even though it doesn't stack Omnivamp anymore, it still comes with it on the item itself. And Olaf obviously gets a bunch of healing from his kit with his passive that heals as he's lower health.
Yes.
And
I think he attacks faster when he gets low on the health too.
And the Maw, even though they did change Maw to it only gives lifesteal, it still gives lifesteal, and that's very good for Olaf because most of his damage comes from auto attacks. So, just once the Maw
Right,
triggers,
right.
he gets a burst of that lifesteal.
He does the things where he cycles, weaves in like auto attack animations when he picks up the axes or something, right?
Well, and he also one of his abilities is just an auto reset.
His E, I
Um,
think.
yeah.
One where
So
he does
he's
the
able to,
little swoopy swoop.
the big slam down.
Yeah.
So
Olaf is interesting when he gets on low health. That's why I remember when he was a pure jungler, he would normally start blue because it would actually make him go faster because he would get low on health, which is crazy. But now he's a top laner, mostly.
Yep.
All right. Way 2K waiting room, which I think he's probably been jamming Maokai a little bit. You'd have to be sleeping under a rock to be a jungler not playing a bit of Maokai. But I like the Jarvan and the Amumu and the Diana when we get to see those as well. They draw a lot of bans. People are afraid of those. Oh, and speaking of bans, now Bandle City gets their bans back. Huge.
Sure.
Maybe they would have liked some of those.
It's like Bandle is gonna choose red side.
Sweet. I can do that. That link is for the other series in the Discord. Okay.
Yep, we haven't gotten a draft link yet.
I'll just hop on to Streamlabs and get going here. Okay, so Bandle City will be on red. Noxus on blue with 1 win under their belt. Oh, if I get in there, it's gonna be a problem. I'm rusty.
if you thought Marinizer got caught a few times on Ezreal, you don't want to see me play that champion.
Yeah, and if yeah, that was tough. Although he did eventually get some items under his belt and really performed in some of those late team fights.
Oh no, I mean the Ezreal. I mean Mara played pretty well that game. It
Definitely
was just
definitely died like 7 times, but
some very unfortunate attempts at killing people that maybe didn't need to go for.
we've all been there at one time or another. That's the beauty of the game. We've all had our low moments and our high moments, and you know what? They won, so
Surely.
it worked. Next games can only go better. Live, we learn. Alright, looks like some bio breaks are occurring, and then we'll be right back at it again.
Yeah.
The Janice seemed very effective, though. I know
Sure.
she built a tier, which I'm very interested in this tier meta.
Yeah, I wish I had the summary still up.
It's probably what the Jan probably would have been even more effective if Mord wasn't going and ulting people, taking them to Brazil. Okay, we've got a new draft link. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Yep. So sides will change. Bandle City will go to the red side, and Noxus will be on blue.
Okay, new link in. Bada bing, bada boom. So looking at the last draft link that I still have opened, Noxus banned Syndra, Garen, Cho'Gath. I wouldn't think that would change. Those seem like perfectly reasonable ban priorities.
Yeah, I think those are all pretty fair.
In Bandle City, they only got to ban the Anivia. Maybe they'll ban the Olaf. Unless they've got a good counter into it, but knowing them, I mean, people love to throw bans at Lawful. Maybe they would consider to ban the Zac. He did some work. Maybe they would consider banning the Janna even to try and make the Leona be able to do some more things.
Yeah, I think if
Or
you want to
Thresh.
play those kind of heavier melee, you could definitely consider it.
I think Thresh could low-key be a lot more effective against Janet though, because if he hits a Q on her and gets to the opposite side, she can only Q the 80 carry, which is good. Be best if you could get both though. We are. Let's get drafted. See if Ivern and Shaco get banned again. Could be huge. I hear AP Ivern jungle is a problem. It's got over 1,000 LP on NA. Apparently playing for team in high challenger is against the rules. Gotta go full AP. Where's the Kel chant? There's no Kel here.
Kel's not even in the other series.
Maybe if Cho'Gath gets through, but maybe they'll ban him again. Okay, and the ban priorities show themselves. Jarvan down.
Still got the Anivia ban. We went for the Jarvan this time instead of what we had before. The Syndra still, and the Zac, as you called. Stick with the Garen. So instead of the what was that other ban? It was another top lane ban that we had, but this time we're prioritizing the Jarvan. Keep that away from way 2K. I was right. It's Cho'Gath.
Buffed Cho'Gath. Yeah, Grant's kind of goated with the stream setups.
And then a Veigar ban.
Oh, okay. Veigar got banned in the second round last time around, but they're gonna throw it up here, which is great, and prioritize the Zac. And they're picking the Maokai.
Yep, so Nox is gonna first pick this Maokai instead of for themselves, as opposed to
again, not sure whether it's a flex or not. I think they really want it in the jungle, but I know Lawful's more than happy to. Oh wait, Lawful's on Bandle City.
Yeah, this is Jord probably.
But... Nazgul's more than happy to play Maokai. I've seen that a few times.
And a Wukong response looks like. I assume this is going to the jungle as well for way 2K. Another one of these, relatively good playmaking junglers. Obviously, Wukong's got a similar, really nice knockup to someone like Jarvan. So, not surprised to see that pick.
Might also be flex. I think Lawful plays a good bit of Wukong. Getting that Leona in there. One's a big.
They get the Leona again. Okay, it's interesting to pick the Leona this early,
and not the ADC.
Yeah, and they're just gonna respond again with the Janna, and I think that's really smart.
Oh, and the Ziggs again too.
The Ziggs again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely you've got a little bit of a better jungler for this. Maokai has a little bit more range with his ability to zone, and I expect him to lean pretty heavily into the zoning, just like they did last game. I don't know that we'll see Ezreal, because it'll... Oh, there it is!
And the Cho comes through.
Kel.
Big. Buff Cho'Gath, huge. Didn't get that new skin yet. The splash art for the new skin is sick. Unfortunately, his model is not it.
Bit
Needs
of an old
fixing.
champion. Yeah, that's for sure. A Darius ban for the protect the Cho'Gath from some of these
Yeah.
stronger laners.
Yeah.
Why are we banning Jax? Do we think the Cho'Gath's a flex, or the Jax is a flex even? I'm really surprised to see that Jax banned.
Don't know.
I don't really know who that's for, or what lane that's for even, because I think we see top jungle already.
I don't know. Unless they were crazy enough to throw one of these mid.
Yep, a York ban. Not surprised to see that for. That's cool. Definitely constricting that chip. Well, the Olaf is still up. I don't know how much he wants to play Olaf with now the Maokai instead of Zac, and I don't know if the Cho'Gath matchup's any different, but it's still there. It's still an option. The Noxus has one more ban here, and they're gonna go for that Quinn.
Olaf probably has a hard time before 6 because he'll just get knocked up and be sad.
Oh, instead we switch it for the Varus. Interesting.
That is interesting. This is pretty
And
sweet.
they're just gonna pick the Ezreal away. I'm a little scared. Bandle City is a little low on damage right now. It looks like to me. Ezreal really, Ezreal can do some decent stuff, but isn't any of these like hyper carries, and the rest of their front line's pretty much tanky and engage. So I'm interested to see what their mid lane pick will be. To help with that, it's like we're gonna get a Caitlyn response into the Ezreal.
Interesting.
And then
Oh,
an
Alawi.
Alawi. Another champion that she can just take over games and take over fights.
That's pretty good into this amount of melee here so far. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, Wukong, Cho'Gath, and Leona just kind of want to walk at you, and with a Mordekaiser. Interesting. Is this a Cho'Gath mid then?
Wow. Okay. Noxus had the reads with the
They
with the
must have,
Jax ban.
yeah. Because I still assume this Wukong is going jungle, because I think solo lane Wukong is definitely not particularly strong in this version of the game. Could see it, but I honestly expect maybe more of an AP Cho'Gath mid, or kind of a mixed build there. But I definitely expect this Mordekaiser to go top again. I think Lawful was pretty strong on that pick, and so I can't imagine it goes anywhere else.
Cho'Gath mid. So this is Mariah Carey on the Cho'Gath. Interesting. Yeah, so I guess all eyes are going to be on this Alawi in the long term. She's definitely going to be up to some shenanigans here if she can get even a small lead to snowball. Yeah, maybe Wukong can try and put the kibosh on that early. We'll see. The junglers did get interested in the top early that last game.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see who ends up mid, and how well they do against the Ziggs with, it's Ziggs. He's got a lot of poke, and their only options for mid lane are melees. So that could end up maybe being a little scary for whoever gets put mid.
Looks very strong for the Ziggs, yeah. Yeah. Especially, can you imagine just like Alawi going crazy, Ziggs being even remotely in the vicinity and being able to chuck out the ult?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, good point though made by chat. That Mordekaiser definitely has some advantages into Alawi with the ability to just ult her after she uses all of her tentacles.
of course.
And just like any other champion like Heimerdinger and that summons things on the battlefield, they will not come with you into the Death Realm, and she's kind of just left with her idol to bonk you with, and that's about it.
Very good.
So interested to see if take advantage of that interaction there.
Oh yeah, this has come up before. So what's the Alawi do? Does Alawi get a QSS or something?
I mean, you can. That's definitely one way to stop the ult. It's a lot of gold though, but you could see it. I mean,
it's a lot of gold for an item that Alawi doesn't really love, but
no, the stats on Merciless and Otar aren't that great, but it's sort of necessary, I believe, because Alawi can't really do anything without do anything, especially in team fights without tentacles. So
Cool.
definitely needs it.
Then Lowy normally goes Sunder, right?
It's your funeral.
Or something? Or does Lowy dabble in some of the newer items?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen an Alawi since the new season,
Okay.
so I'm not exactly sure what she builds. Like I could see her building something like the Jock Show, but
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
her build used to be Gore. Her build used to be Sunder. I've also seen Goredraker, but yeah, I mean,
Cool.
but chat. Thanks for helping us there.
Alright, well, Bandle City does have to get this dub, so hopefully they can
Oh,
figure
that's a
something
good
out
point
here.
too. The Black Cleaver and Iceborne. That's a good call out there. With the buffs that Cleaver got to the health and AD, and then
Cool.
Iceborne now being a sheen item similar to, like it used to be. I could definitely, and being a mythic, I could definitely see that being the build as well.
Be interested to see Cho'Gath holding it down here in the mid lane against Ziggs. Ziggs, I mean, will be pretty mana limited to get crazy poke in.
Mm-hmm.
They did nerf Thorn's Shield a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, pretty big nerf on its health regen passive. A third of its health regen just from 6 HP
Yeah.
per second to 4 HP.
They hit second wind like forever ago too, so that combination won't be as potent.
Yep.
But Ziggs can only do so many spells. I guess you can weave in some autos, but then you might be at risk to get knocked up by Cho and silenced, which would be sad.
Yeah, could definitely be a little scary.
Doesn't really
Since
want it.
it's-
He's not really the airy type too, much more of a comet.
Yeah, no, definitely not as much. The doesn't have enough sort of consistent attacks, and the comet is nice for the AoE. Yeah, otherwise on builds, I think Ziggs just definitely builds the Leanders again. It's really strong with the 3 tanks on the other side.
Yeah, maybe
I would
this time around the death cap. I don't know. It was good. It was good to do.
Yeah, I mean, you could also go Shadow Flame second for sure. But I think it just depends. I think he was ahead in that game and had the goal to go Death Cap second. I think if it's a little more even, I could see it just being a Shadow Flame.
Yeah, sometimes you have plans and aspirations when you've got a lead to get a certain item online, and then, well, surprise, things go south. The momentum swings back into the opponent's favor, and back to the drawing board.
Yeah, and it's nice because you do have that flex because both of those build out of a needlessly large rod. So if you get one and then you're back and you don't exactly have enough gold for another, you can go for the Hextech alternator that's 200 gold less. And has
Big
those
strats.
components. So it's a nice flex if you really get ahead like the Ziggs did last game. You can just go straight into the death cap. But
Let's see if Bandle all path top again, like they did last game. Although that was from the opposite side.
I would not be surprised to see this Caitlyn go for the Kraken. I think Gale Force is still definitely useful, but there's a lot of beef on this enemy side. And
The problem last game was Gale Force Infinity Edge, then no Lord Doms came.
Yeah, it was straight into a Bloodthirster. Which helped when that was against the Ziggs. Having that shield sustain was definitely nice, but I could definitely see where you don't have to deal with near as much poke.
Although nothing would have helped against Olaf the way that he.
Yeah, true.
That was tough.
No, that's what I'm saying on that last game. I think the shield and the sustain from BT was definitely useful. But in this game where you don't have to deal with the Ziggs, I could definitely see the Kraken.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was scary. That game was scary. I would not want to be in Caitlyn's shoes, Ezreal's shoes. The top laners were scary. The junglers were going ham. Some huge Ori ults too. Ori's not here though. We got Cho'Gath mid now.
Mm-hmm.
Got base on the Ezreal this time around. Alright. Hit the speed up to start. Yep, looks like Cho'Gath mid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So the
speed.
Doran's Ring got the Comet, and he's got Ghost too on the Cho'Gath mid. Definitely interesting summoner skill choice.
Cloud's all alone.
By the way, there is no game on stream.
Ah, thank you for that. I distracted myself.
It's like mostly just a 5-point from both teams. No real action. Kind of what we expected.
I was trying to get the champions in order because, you know, sometimes if you don't do it 1 second too quickly, someone will say that. And I gotta get it right. Gotta get it right for the people. Alright, pretty chill, pretty chill.
Mind counting your time for me real quick?
125.
Oh, I'm actually a little behind.
Yeah, I sped it up real hard there at the end. Maru on the Caitlyn now. But the Janna remains. Both
Just
padding
double-
top.
Yep, double bot side start. Just going for at least a full clear of their bot sides.
So it is press the attack Ezreal, so they're down to scrap if it comes down to it with this Leona. He will be no slouch.
And definitely got the he's got the early AD from starting longsword.
Ooh, good dodge.
Take a lot of damage there, but
Dodge
see-
the Caitlyn Q at least.
seeing level 2, they try to do something here, but Janna's going to be pretty good at protecting him from any all-ins. They do get 2, but
Yep.
it's even levels. Nothing's really going to come of it.
Ziggs abusing the Cho'Gath just a bit, really slowly pushing into him. Looks like the Wukong, way 2K sneaking up behind.
Ghost from
Burned the flash.
Shogath, but yeah, we're gonna burn flash from. Just gonna nothing come of it, but yeah, good flash burn. Don't know that Shogath needed to ghost there. Was still gonna burn the flash anyways, but you know, shorter cooldown, so it's not as big to burn.
Ooh, nice little knockup.
Mm-hmm.
And Cho'Gath does have the Doran's Ring, which probably mandatory to keep the mana up. Doran's Shield would be nice, but can't afford it.
I think the Doran's Ring to keep up with the push that Ziggs will have is definitely the move.
Yep. So what does Cho'Gath do? Cho'Gath is kind of a demonic embrace Jack show kind of guy himself, or that sounds about right?
Yeah, you could. I mean, this could also with it being mid, you could see an overclass.
Ooh, very nice little Leona engagement. They were on the Janna for quite a while.
Throat's getting chased into his own juggle on top side, but is able to get out. Looks like a
They
flash there burned by Caitlyn.
No sums bot side anymore.
Yeah, good chase down there from the bot side.
Got a little too pushy on the turret there, and Leona took advantage.
Yeah, Ziggs is already out of mana. Definitely down a few CS, and the wave's actually stacked towards the Cho'Gath. This lane's going pretty well early for this Cho'Gath.
Yep. Ziggs is gonna have to throw this TP in there in a real hurry.
Looks like we have a gank coming in here from the Wukong. Base is really low. We get a flash in from the Leona, and that's just an easy kill.
Very
by the
nice.
Wukong. Ends up going to the Leona.
Oh, mages! Mages!
Oh no! The minions, no.
Oh, those mages do damage. Everybody
Yeah,
had the
man.
confidence of their junglers down there too.
It's one of those moments where you're. Oh no,
Ooh,
Lawful's taking
Lawful's.
the stiff end of this trade here. A flash there from King Nazgul is going to secure the kill.
Doesn't die to the tower this time.
Nice. Wow.
That's tough. Very nice play down there on the bot side. Juan getting in there, securing the first blood. Unfortunately, base went down the backside, but didn't really miss that much CS. Cool.
Should see this Alawi back. Has a lot of gold in her pocket. Should be able to get some serious power because this Mordekaiser only picked up a Giant's Belt. So is it going to have any extra damage?
Quicksilver
And
Sash.
He's going to go straight for the QSS. You know, maybe a little early for it, but you know, level 6 is coming up on this Mordekaiser, so.
That's right. Good to think long term there.
And you know, I think
MR?
since the Mordekaiser only bought the Giant's Belt, it's not like you know, there's a huge damage diff with both of them buying these tanky defensive items.
Pretty cool. Mariah Carey's kind of stranded here. No TP. Looking for... Oh, what a huge knock-up.
Really good knock-up there by the Cho'Gath.
Oh, it just made it free for Juan to get in.
Walk up and munch.
Love to see that as Leona. CC target, easy to chain.
Mm-hmm.
Good little roam.
We got a Sheen from the Ezreal. No tier yet. Could go for the Navori build. I could see that being a little better this game with not really being able to be in range for auto attacks. So I would expect to see that come out, especially with the fact that we don't have an early tier. Otherwise, Caitlyn with a pickaxe, so definitely gonna go for one of the two damage mythics. Don't know which yet.
Yep.
Oh, the Cho'Gath gets a full Lost Chapter boots off of that back.
Look at that CS difference in mid. It's really tough. That's quite the asset for Noxus there.
Ziggs has to pick up the tier because has to be able to outshove this Cho'Gath.
Ezreal is behind in some CS, but this mid strength is huge for Noxus. I wonder if they'll try and translate that, but Bandle City is getting at the dragon now.
Wrong side, by the way. Noxus blue side.
Noxus. Bit of trading going top. Nice zoning ult.
Just an easy dragon take there for Noxus. No real ability to contest, but this Alawi is really punishing this Mordekaiser. He's forced to back with the wave under his turret, but...
Big deal for Noxus, for sure.
Yeah, it doesn't want to give up this turret, but he might die for it. Alawi does have R, so if he wants to dive it, she can.
Easy plate.
Yep.
Juan goes in, but he's pretty much all alone here for starters, taking a lot of abuse as Way2K tries to flank around. Good disengage by Janna.
Jord is here. They're gonna turn up on this Wukong, who flashes but gets slowed, but I think he's just gonna be able to get out.
Yeah. Yeah, Juan went in quite early. Base did follow up, but took a lot of damage in the process.
Yeah, definitely a health advantage here, bot side for Noxus.
Oof. Those Janna glacial slows are so strong.
Yeah.
So it looks like Way2K's turning attention up towards top side now, potentially. But Alawi's got her ult, so as long as that's the case, it's too scary.
Awful's taking a lot of damage from these tentacles spawning from the Alawi E. Is able to back and, you know, not lose too many minutes for it, but is down third plate.
Pretty much a neutral wave. They're both happy to back without their teleport. Cool, cool, cool. Not
CS
pressing their luck
is-
bot.
CS is even now in bot lane.
Oh, that's huge for base. Played a bit of catch up there.
And we do see a tier and a. We do see the Essence Weaver though, or maybe. Yep, he's gonna go for that Essence Weaver.
Cool, cool, cool.
Decides against buying. Well, he's really thinking about it, but he's gonna settle on the tier and the Essence Weaver components. Kind of
Sometimes
surprised he just didn't go for full Essence Weaver. I think that's probably a stronger buy than just the components and the tier, since completed Essence Weaver is only like 400 gold. I think is the exact same as tier.
right, and you get mana.
So I actually don't agree with this. I think you should absolutely just go full Essence Weaver here.
The
It's
tier
really good
always
fight.
gets fully stacked before you get the mana immune.
And some people just don't go mana immune on Essence Weaver as real.
Cool.
Get that faster spike, and you have plenty of sustain with the Essence Weaver itself. So
Bullying Juan away here a little bit. Oh,
Oh,
very
no.
close. Close.
yeah, really close. Ziggs is able to just W out of that, but
Well
was looking a little
positioned
scary
W.
there for a second. Got bot lane roaming up here for Noxus. Get some poke on the way 2K, but should just be able to walk out
Interesting.
and gives the Ezreal a little bit of free push.
I like Caitlyn running up. If there's ever a low target, you can potentially snipe them.
Yeah, they're gonna. George is just walking in there, tanking the turret, and they're gonna get that kill. Great balancing of turret aggro there, actually, on that dive. That was ballsy for sure.
Pretty cool. Yeah, they definitely need to set the Cho'Gath back a little bit. Don't know if it's worth the.
I don't know that it's worth the bot
plates.
plate, because that Ezreal should just be able to get Essence Weaver on the spec. It's got 700 gold in his pocket, so
It's tough. And the
Oh, it gets
Cho'Gath was so ahead. Cho'Gath's still quite ahead. It has a completed Everfrost.
finished Mythic there. Yeah, I don't know how worth that was. It was, but you know, getting a team play, getting a kill is definitely a confidence booster for sure.
Yep. Might try and convert this into the next dragon, but just about all of Bandle City just backed, so it's 22 seconds.
Jord gave that Herald over to the Alawi to allow her to
Cool.
freely push up and go ahead and drop it. I like that. It's definitely the best way that you're going to use that.
Lowry's
Clouds
got
is
the
really
wave on
good.
her side here. Lawful's got a... Yeah, wait.
Wait, 2K's just gonna hit the dragon here. They
Okay.
don't really want to. Doesn't look like they really want to commit. They're looking for a turn. Base is here finally, but it's a full 4v4 now.
Oh, Jord pops the ulti. They stand in single file to absorb it mostly. Wait, 2K's in. But Maokai goes on him.
Oh, he dashes the wrong way and gets hit by the ult all the same from Caitlyn.
Base blocked it, I think.
Oh, base blocked it? Maybe, but somebody got hit.
Ooh. Little solo bolo in the meantime.
Yeah, this Alawi is so strong, and it's probably just gonna be able to drop Herald and get this whole turret while Noxus gets. They get Dragon as well. They're able to win that Dragon fight.
Yeah,
this is looking like a very Noxus heavy game.
They were able to bully Bandle City off, and yeah, exactly. The Alawi's pretty much snowballed here. It's their worst fears come to reality. Got
Now
all
2-0
the
has a
plates.
Full Black Cleaver now. Able to just tear through that. The only resistance is being plated Steel Cap on this Mordekaiser.
Yeah, they got the best of both worlds. They got a snowballed top and 2 dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And Ziggs definitely behind, but they'll figure it out.
Yeah, the poke is still strong for sure. Looks like we've got the Mordekaiser now in the mid lane, trying to get some farm off of this under-leveled Ziggs. I mean, this Ziggs is only level 9 compared to 11 for Lawful.
Cho'Gath matching the Alawi makes sense because unlike Mord, Cho'Gath can disengage a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
With the between the knock up and the silence, it helps a lot.
Yep.
Doesn't mean it's easy, but
No, for sure, but it's
doable.
definitely a little more playable.
Lots of attention here. Bot side, the junglers are here, the laners are here. Ward's here. Ziggs is TPing down. Maokai
Oh no,
ult came through.
Base has to flash away from the Ziggs ult.
Maokai probably can disengage if another Q comes up off cooldown.
Oh, there it is.
No, yep. Okay. Runs into the jungle.
Yep. Looks like nothing comes of that. Cooldown's burned, but that was scary. I was watching the Ezreal. It gets rooted by the Maokai ult and stuck in a minion wave, and then Ziggs ult's right on top of him.
Ooh, Cloud's in the
Ziggs
death
is
realm.
in the death realm. Yeah.
Does have flash. I'm surprised he didn't
just-
go through the wall. Go over the wall. I guess the death realm prevented it.
Yeah, the wall of the death realm probably blocked. Was in that wall. Couldn't
Well
flash
placed. Well placed death realm.
over. Oh, Maru.
Going beyond the
Marni's is-
turret here. Caitlyn v Leona with her Kraken Slayer. Good flash. Oof.
Wow. Yeah, I mean they're both
Cho'Gath
so
sprinting
low.
down. Cho'Gath sprinting down with
The
Ghost.
ghost is popped.
Good Janna R, but maybe a knockup can come through. Nope. Whiffs. Exhaust.
The Everfrost isn't gonna stop anyone. Some amazing dodges there from the bot lane of Noxus, and they just get to walk away freely and get a little extra autos just to say F you.
Red team's turret has
Yeah, I'm not really sure why Mariah Carey flashed in after the knockup miss, but I guess they're just kind of desperate to get an advantage here.
I really want to try and make a play.
They need to mount a comeback somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Ecstasy Gold. Yes.
As expected.
Spot lane is even, obviously, almost a 3k gold lead for this this Alawi.
Okay, yeah, Ezreal does have a bit more gold thanks to some plates.
Oh, this Caitlyn's actually ahead. in total.
Jord is
Yeah.
wrong place, wrong
Nice.
time.
Nice pick there, though, for Bandle City. A little something to keep him in.
Yep. Won't be of the most consequence because Dragon's not up quite yet. No Baron.
Mm-hmm.
They're still kind of chilling.
Got a Herald coming up in 20 seconds. See if anybody goes for that, or do you just let it despawn?
Well, if anyone has anything to say about who gets that Herald, it's Alawi.
That's for sure. And she's just gonna walk to it. Gonna
Heck yeah.
probably just start it right on spawn.
Why not?
Yep.
Rest of the team can go down for the dragon, which
Chemtexel.
Jackie's poking in, seeing what's up. Needs more of the team to show up. Trying to flank this Ezreal? No.
Well, he's pretty far
Okay.
up without a turret.
I do like that. The Q did miss. Pops the ult.
A
TP.
teleport behind by the Mordekaiser.
That is scary. Caitlyn's in the death realm.
Misses the Q, does hit the E though. Yeah,
Caitlyn
that should
is.
just be a dead Caitlyn.
Ooh,
Oh,
gets the
he's
flash.
able to flash away right at the end of the ult.
Way
Might
2K's
get out.
looking to finish the job. Way 2K gonna bop a Q. Yeah.
Yep. Trade kill there though from the Ziggs is able to get a kill on the Ezreal, and who is taken pretty low by the Malkite.
Ooh, very nice. The damage, not quite there. Janna able to disengage well.
Ult just to fully clear that wave, but this Alawi has almost escorted the Herald to inhibitor turret. Has to flash away from the Mord because of the Rylai's slow.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they slow down the dragon a bit. Chemtech Soul's interesting for sure.
Yeah, it looks like we're Just getting a Divine Thunder out of Zalawi
Cool.
with the Sheen Caulfields.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I like it when the stronger members of Bandle City are, you know, you're fighting the Mord and you've got the Cho'Gath with 2 items now. I think Iceborne is going a little heavy into armor, so I like the Thunder to try and take out some of these tankier members.
They took down the tier 2 top, so this Alawi doesn't have too many targets as far as pushing goes. Doesn't have teleport up quite for this Baron.
Yep.
Going top for now. Has that Divine Sunder.
Yep.
Definitely a
200.
force.
200 farm. Also, I mean, good 210, good 40 CS above everybody else in the game.
It's 10 CS per minute, that's no joke.
Definitely, flash there from the Mord, misses the E.
Oh, way
another
2K
flash
goes in
from
as
the-
well. He's on the squishies,
Oh my-
that's nice.
Janna just completely zoned everybody else off with her ultimate, and Way 2K's gonna go down. They may be over-committing a little bit here, but
Huge.
I think they should just disengage and take that pick. What an insane ult from the Janna there. Completely zoned everyone off and burned Mordekaiser's ult. Mordekaiser tried to ult the Janna to keep her zoning capabilities limited, but came out too late, and Janna was just able to walk away under her own turret.
Yeah, huge.
And they're just going to start the Baron.
And they took Way 2K down. Way 2K was trying to focus the Caitlyn Ziggs, but Maokai came to the rescue. Jord, of course. Ooh.
One, you need to move! No!
Oh
why?
no, the tentacle! He kept trying to back. Didn't see it, maybe.
Didn't realize.
Cho'Gath's gonna try and get in there and eat it.
He
Stole-
did! He got it!
Oh, got a kill for
Got a kill in the Janna, too. Wow. Alright, well.
massive
Well, look-
steal.
Yeah, really big steal.
That's what you like to see when you got the Cho'Gath identifying, hey, they're trying to do the Baron because our junglers said, well, I'm hungry. I want stacks.
Yep.
That's huge for Bandle City. And they
Yeah,
stopped the
really.
dragon momentum earlier.
Oh no, I think Clouds is gonna die here too.
Couldn't get on the right side of the W fast enough. Too
Nope.
crazy.
Wow, well, Bandle has really slowed this game down. What looked like it was gonna be a huge snowball from this Alawi, and it's just completely been stifled. And now they get an advantage and should be able to push in a decent amount here. Hopefully get some of these tier 1s down that are still up.
Yeah, they gotta get at least some of them before this next dragon. A little spread out. Mostly grouped mid though.
How many Barons do we have? We have 3. Mord, Wukong, and Ezreal have Baron buff.
Alright, Clouds is here hoping to defend this turret. Janna's shielding it, of course.
Yeah, the Bandle doesn't have the best siege with the fact that they have all these melees.
True. Jord's trying to go after Juan here. Pretty tanky, of course, Leona.
Leona really tanky. She's kind of in there though.
Lots
she
of
may die for
traps.
that. A flash over the wall, but she's still gonna die to the Caitlyn there.
Ooh, the Cho'Gath knockup couldn't connect. Good Janna ult. So they get the clean kill.
Oh no. Good flash there from Maru, buffering the Wukong dash. Doesn't follow.
Okay, that slowed down their Baron push. They're still positioned in Noxus jungle to try and get this dragon.
You have the full Jack show now on this Mordekaiser, so he's a lot tankier. You
Huge.
missed ult there from the Wukong.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
that chunk on Ezreal.
That was 1 E. That was a lot of damage. Or W, I'm not sure which.
Ouch. All right, well now they
That's
definitely
W.
can't be thinking about that dragon. They're just sprinting down the mid as 5, pushing.
Wow, yeah. I mean, they definitely have a lot better of turret push here.
Nazgul's gonna wreck that thing.
Yep.
And then they're gonna make a clean getaway thanks to Janna.
Yep, Glacial Augment. It's kind of strong on that character, but...
Shirelia is too.
Mm-hmm. You're
Okay.
gonna have the... Bandle City's gonna have first jump here on this dragon, and it's like Noxus is just gonna give it and try to push down again.
Sure, yeah. 2/2 dragons. Just leave it at that. Hopefully some on Noxus are close to item spikes there. Caitlyn also took a quick silver, which is pretty normal.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got a full spirit visage now for this Alawi.
Ooh.
Even more magic resist against this Chomord.
That's big.
Let's just see what item Ezreal. Oh, Ezreal. Yeah, has to go. Navori, sorry. Just thought about that. So, full Manamine completed now for the Az, but Caitlyn really close to that.
Boom. Headshot.
Pretty close to that Infinity Edge, but did take the detour for QSS. So
Yeah.
he's going to be behind on damage a little bit here. But, you know, Kraken Slayer and Caitlyn still does plenty of damage.
Alawi taking up shop here in the bot lane, trying to threaten that tier 2.
Yeah, Cho's going to walk down to respond.
Just holding it down mid. Look at how many wards Bandle City has up there in the top side. That's crazy.
Seriously. Yep, this pushing power out of Noxus is pretty disgusting. He's just able to wave clear so easily.
Okay. Way 2K. Juan on Leona trying to position their way down a little bit. Alawi just has to be left alone. Slowly push, as there's really no objectives demanding them, although Baron is coming back up again soon.
Wait till you guys go in and just whiffs ult. May catch the Mordekaiser here, but he does Death Realm on the Maokai.
Not
The
ideal.
highest priority target. Yeah.
Okay, the Death Realm ended. The decent Leona goes down on Maru. It gets evaporated.
Yeah, some really good flashes in there by the Wukong to get in there on that Caitlyn. We'll have to walk away because still plenty of poke, but nice kill there for what was looking kind of rough for. Oh no,
wow.
Jord hits that.
Went in deep. Janna's here to help, but she can only help so much.
Nice. Well,
They were quite low, but it's hard to take a fight like that when your AD carries in the fountain. Even if you got Ziggs.
Nazgul's taking another turret shot. But just gets to sit here in front of the turret and constantly wave clear.
Yeah, Nazgul trying to push the lead, but can't really threaten the Cho here. And Lawful's coming to take a look now too. Between that, Nazgul's pretty low with no... Does have the ult, I'm sorry. Gets silenced and destroyed though. Eaten by Cho.
Thank you, chat, for linking the other game.
Very good, very good. Alright, so they've taken down the Alawi, who was pretty much public enemy number 1. Now they're posturing around the Baron. Jord is coming, but has no flash.
Oh, the Mordekai's are sitting on it. They burn this. pretty
Ziggs has
fast
ult. Probably chuck
and
it out.
Should have a really good secure. Cho needs to get on top of the Baron, but
Down it
it
goes.
doesn't really matter. They're able to zone him off, and Janna's gonna die here for that. And
Yeah,
Caitlyn should die as well.
ouch. Alright, Bandle City fighting back.
yeah, really turned this game around for what was looking like an Alawi stomp. They've Now even in drags and up by a solid 2.5k gold.
Mm-hmm.
They are quite strong. I believe that is the 10th stack now on Shogath. It's he's eating good.
Yep. You've got these 2 Chemtech dragons. Really want to work on a third here coming up.
Speaking of eating good, he's got a full death cap now.
Lovely.
That Q is gonna do a lot of damage. There's 3 items to Ziggs is 2.
It was the full AP Cho'Gath. I forgot how much he likes Everfrost.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Nazgul's looking off on the side here with Maokai.
They've got the prime position. The Maokai ult is burned, but I don't know that it's gonna... Oh, it does hit.
Great Alawi ult, but she gets melted.
She goes down, does take the Ezreal with her.
Yep, not bad.
The Dark Spectre's just back here zoning off this the Demon Stealers here, and
Ooh, they're all very low.
Board's here.
Yeah.
Board's able to just run at him, but straight the AD, but have a dominant position still on this dragon, and unless Ziggs can get a miracle steal.
Yep, which the ult is still down from earlier.
Does not have ult and won't
Ulted
have
the
ult in
Baron
time.
earlier.
A
Ooh,
good
tried.
try, but
Tried with a
just
Q.
doesn't know.
Alright, slowly but surely Bandle City is whittling away at it.
I'd say Bandle City's really in the driver's seat now.
They just gotta start taking some turrets, which they can do. They have their Baron buff.
Yeah, these members are tanky enough now. Mordekaiser's is on 3 items, and Cho'Gath does so much damage. Just be able to zone him off. And interesting that we get a Serelda's third out of the Ezreal. Not going for that. Going for more armor pen. I don't know that I like that, but you do you, King.
Yep.
Unsurprisingly, Caitlyn just goes for the second item, Infinity Edge. Always got the full Silvermere Dawn completed on this Illaoi.
Alright, Noxus grouped up, trying to defend what they can. They got Nazgul. Chipping down Lawful Dog a bit, but the shield eats it up.
Yeah, I'd like to see Wukong actually go to this top lane.
Oh,
They're gonna try
Shirley's.
to chase down this Cho'Gath, but Cho'Gath just has Ghost and could just run away.
That was
Now
an
they're just
interesting
gonna turn back
Maokai
on
ult.
the
It seemed
turret.
like it was intended to zone off the rotation, but the rotation wasn't actually even happening.
Yeah. Ooh, a good knock up there, but it probably way 2k, but I don't know if there's anyone to
Very
follow up.
good,
And he
yeah.
just
Oh my god.
So much damage from the Illaoi ult.
Flashes
They're now
everywhere.
caught in between a meat grinder. The Mordekaiser
Oh,
is
yeah.
definitely scaled up. He's doing so much damage, and the Cho'Gath as well. Yeah, they're just a little too tanky, and they can kind of just run at him.
Oh my god, just like 15 seconds ago, everybody pressed flash.
Yeah. Won't be able to get the
Ziggs
turret
is
here.
trying to be
They
annoying.
lost Baron buff, so Ziggs is gonna be able to clear wave pretty well, but they may be tanky enough that they can just walk through this.
Yeah.
Speaking of tanking enough, Morai Care is just walking up to the Ziggs and zoning them off, so they should be able to secure this turret.
Ooh, that's a nasty knockup.
Oh, that's so much damage. Doesn't end up killing. Oh
could-
no, it does with the demonic.
Unstoppable.
This Cho'Gath is eaten, and I like base being up here top lane. Finally get this top tier 1.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, did Bandle City come back here? What an incredible turn this game has taken.
Yep, and it's just a couple minutes off Soul here with no end in sight, really. They've taken over the map. They've taken a tier 2 finally, and laid down vision behind it.
Yep.
Right in the lane.
Yep. I will say, Vandal's control of vision on this top side has been immaculate. They have had wards all over the place all game. It's been pretty impressive.
There is another Baron coming.
Mm-hmm. 45
And they are
seconds now.
pinging the fact that Caitlyn's bot. Usually a good signal to go for the Baron.
Yeah, still have 40 seconds, so, or, you know, half a minute. So Caitlyn should be able to get here, but might be a little late, especially if they push up into this jungle and try to get a pick.
Yeah, just be second to the punch at that point.
Alawi is behind, but his back. Alawi's full on backing. Nope,
Has-
she cancels it. Good.
Has
Glad she
TP, but
canceled that
no,
back.
yep, she's coming.
Yeah, I really like that she canceled that back. Get a little bit of a flank here, maybe.
Maokai ult gets popped.
They are 5v4 now. Mordekaiser's bot lane does have teleport in case things really kick off, but Nox is able to zone him off and
Oh, they're just
force him
pushing.
to go mid lane, but they're just going to push down. I mean, they've got 2 waves crashing about here.
Yep, and they've got their Mord down there who can come up. Ziggs ulted the wave. Had to save the turret. Maokai is flanking around, is on the Leona. Q doesn't quite
Good
go in the right
stun
direction.
there. Yeah, really good stun there by the Leona to stop the Q from knocking her back into the team.
Yep. They're just gonna have to make do with what they can, and now the Soul's coming up in their Bandle's in just the right position.
Yeah, Bandle's gonna have prime real estate on this one.
Could maybe catch somebody here. They're just gonna settle for
Yeah.
eliminating the super steroid blast cones.
Yeah, they're just gonna
Pull it
go
out.
for it. Pull it out and
Watch
just
this
burn it
Maokai.
here.
They've got both Smite and ult. Cho'Gath ult.
Alawi does ult, but nobody's in the Alawi ult.
They got the dragon while
Mordekaiser's
they're at
just-
it.
Mordekaiser's just completely 1v4ing, zoning them off.
So Chemtech Soul increases tenacity and healing, I think.
It's yeah, it's sort of a last stand.
Oh, they
kind of
get-
thing.
Couple kills for Noxus.
Yeah, they do trade back too. It's a 2 for 2 now, but
They gotta get out.
Bandle City does secure the soul. So definitely winning trade, and Cho'Gath and Mordekaiser are healthy enough that they should be able to just push the spot side in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Chemtech Drakes themselves are the ones that give tenacity, and then the soul itself gives you more damage reduction when low health. It's like a last stand
Right.
for Rin.
Gotta love
Thank you.
Last Stand.
Thank you,
Thank
Sirach.
you. Last Stand, which Mord and Wukong might even take anyway. Who knows? I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, definitely gonna be good for this Mordekaiser.
Wukong has Last Stand energy. Yeah, the healing shielding power comes from the Drakes themselves. I remember that much at least.
And tenacity as well.
Alright, Noxus poking their heads out here, trying to do what they can. Baron is up, and Bandle's got the soul. Mord's got TP while he pushes bot.
Nox is
Alright.
just starting this.
Yep, they're
I mean,
trying. They gotta
Mord's
force
bot
this
lane.
Mord TP, but
There he is.
they got it. The question is, can they get out?
No. Yeah, the Wukong is just fully in there. Gets a huge ult. Maranizer's dead.
Yeah,
Or
Way2K
almost.
got real beat up for it, but he just manages to thread the needle and lives.
Alawi is still alive here on the backside, but is now going to get surrounded by 4 members. They're able to zone the bot lane off there.
Killed everyone but the bot lane, and now they're just going to take the Baron real quick. That Alawi death timer is massive.
It's very long.
Alright, they're all going to back together. Not quite. They're going to attend to a top wave first. Get some last minute gold for shopping. Okay, and now they're all here. They don't all have Baron, but they've got the soul. I think it's time for the death march.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the inhib bot, but Mort did get the turret there, and this mid tier 3 is badly beaten.
You see another QSS come out from the Maokai.
That's a first
really
for me. I've never saw Maokai get a QSS. I guess the more like Maokai's not the ideal target, but taking him out of the fight is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Maokai, QSS. Honestly, there's not enough you can't have enough QSS actives in the world against Leona because she just keeps applying them.
Yep.
You can never cleanse yourself of her. She's like a gnat.
So much sticking power with that E. And the ultimate as well.
That's a great pick. They'll be able to push hard with that now. Yeah, Cho'Gath's marching right up to that inhibitor. And Alawi is putting herself in the way. But this mid's gonna go down as a result.
Yeah, I mean, they're so tanky now. I mean, unless Alawi gets an insane ultimate, I don't know what they can do.
A couple of them on
And even
Alawi.
then-
Oh, they're just gonna take the back. They got the inhib. George respawns.
Yeah.
It's
Which
not
game
quite
was pretty
Elder
low.
time, but
Yeah, I don't know. I would have liked to see them rotate bot there and try to get that bot inhibitor, because the turret's down. And I really think they could have done it, but they're just going to take the back plate safe. Dragon isn't for a minute, so could have maybe gotten another inhibitor out of it.
just had to respect the full build Alawi, I suppose.
For sure.
She is scary. But yeah, that Elder's coming.
Yeah, this poor Ziggs with no pen, no magic pen is not going to do too much damage. Oh my gosh, Lawful took so much damage from that Alawi.
That was a lot. Wow.
It's just spawning tentacles in his own jungle. Gonna have to back because of that. It gives,
TP nearly up, but just gonna walk it out.
gives Noxus a lot of really good position here on this.
They need it, but these mid waves are building with the
Yeah,
the
there's
supers.
2 super minions in mid. They
That's
could
scary.
just push.
That's scary, and Lawful is about to have this TP back up.
Lawful, yeah, Lawful's TP. He could just try to send it, but
Could go for the base. Wait,
wait,
2K's
2K
in.
comes from the backside, gets a nice ult.
Gets his big shield. Barely living. Alright, it's the Wand Way 2K show. They go take down the Caitlyn. Lawful.
Cho'Gath does go down. Lawful's kind of stuck by himself, but the rest of the team is coming back in.
Yep, once Leona
Yeah,
gets
that's-
back in the mix to hold them down, makes all the difference. And now the TP comes
Yeah,
through on the
now
supers.
the TP comes through.
They don't
Just had
need
to win the fight first.
They don't need no Elder. Everybody's dead.
Yeah, you don't need to execute people when they're already dead. All right, we've got a game 3. This is a series.
Huge. Slowly but surely. Whack. Whack.
Base and weight,
Whack.
base and weight 2K too strong. Get the real roster buff.
Real roster buff indeed. Yeah, that was great. The you know, early on in the game, Jackie was doing when things were close, Jackie was doing such a great job, but eventually like you just couldn't peel them off. They were too beastly.
Eventually, you're so tanky that the zoning, even the good zoning that Janna can provide, just can't stop the unstoppable tide of Mordekaiser Cho'Gath.
Plus they got that tenacity from all
Right.
with the
From all
Chemtech.
the Skeptic Drakes, true.
Can't peel them off anymore. They just go where they please.
Yep.
All right, well, it'll come down to a game 3 then.
Really incredible turn there. Really like to see that work out for them, because I mean, that Cho'Gath was really fed anyways, and they just played around it and, you know, rotated the Cho'Gath to deal with the Alawi and sort of neutralize their push while they were able to get some good wins on objective fights. and
Yeah, those lane
the
assignments were huge.
the QSS tax was huge. I think definitely delayed a lot of the builds there um for the side of Noxus.
Yeah, I wonder if pick bans will wonder if any attention will get directed to the Mordekaiser because
I I
it
wouldn't be surprised.
it was a problem in the first game even when
Hmm.
they got the win. So
Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised to see at least some adaptation against this Mordekaiser come out. Because even though Alawi was really doing well in lane, eventually Mordekaiser just got to that point where he could still 1v4 and let the rest of his team kill the backline.
indeed. All right, we'll have to see side preferences for this one, and it's coming down for all the marbles here now. Huge, huge, huge.
While we're waiting for the lobby, anybody that's here and isn't watching we've got another game going on. It's the elimination match between the Shadow's Clams and the Ionia Crumb Goblins. Um, if I am not sure if they have played uh, they have played one game. I won't spoil
I
the winner
posted
if
the
you want to go
link.
over, but they are now over in game 2.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, that Wukong was definitely affected. I was surprised, like, Way2K was consistently going in, like, 1v3, 1v4, taking so much abuse, getting down to the wire, and managing to survive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there was some time there where he definitely was going for some ults that didn't end up working out in the end. Definitely burned some ults there in the mid game, but in the late game was able to really figure out where his opportunities were and get some really nice 3-4 man ultimates on the enemy team, which just allowed his front line to really get in there and just microwave him with the Mordekaiser. So really impressed by how Way2K played the end of that game. We have a lobby foreman.
Ah, yes, let me invite you. Mostly everyone's here. It seems like some people are grabbing some snacks.
My
Um,
game version does not match the party owner. Well, I will be I will be restarting my client then.
something change?
I'm
Um,
not sure.
yeah, and also, I was impressed in that game how sometimes those fights would break up into like two skirmishes, but one thing that was consistent was things were going the best wherever Juan was at, and on the Leona, and if Leona could clean up one skirmish and rotate to the other quickly, it made all the difference, especially against the Alawi. Alawi cannot be allowed to move or breathe or exist.
Mm-hmm.
She must be perma-CC'd and killed.
Can I get another invite? Let's see if just restarting the game worked.
Hope so.
No.
Maybe we should remake the party.
Maybe. Sometimes these random little updates get pushed out that forces like everybody to restart their game. I'm not sure. I will try and like fully restart League client or Riot client as well.
I'll restart too. I don't know. Just be safe. Just to be safe. Get my little two-factor authentication in. Hopping back in here. Ooh, some of the beautiful cinematics got to flash on screen there for a second. Lovely. Alright, let's see if I can get back in the water. I've sent the invite. Yay!
Okay.
It's all good. Alright, this one will be for all the marbles. Let's see if Mordekaiser gets slammed. Still think the Janus stuff is good against Leona. It just didn't quite line up with the
Yeah.
other circumstances.
Yeah, definitely interested to see how that changes. I really would like to see some sort of target for the Mordekaiser if you can ban it or find some way to really bring it down. But even with how hard Alawi was winning that lane phase, the Mordekaiser eventually just scaled back in. So either find some way to end the game before he gets there, or um, just take him out. But definitely a problem. But so was the Cho'Gath. I think the Cho'Gath pick into that Ziggs was actually surprisingly effective and a really good adaptation there on game 2.
Yeah, it really helped with how consistently Way2K was ganking mid there too and blowing summoners and helping seal the deal against that Ziggs, which ganking mid not as easy as it looked there, but Way2K has a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about getting that angle there where you walk. They were on red side where you like walk around the wide wall there as they kind of push up a little bit but haven't quite crashed. You go around the outside raptor wall. It's sneaky. Sneaky. Word on the street is that Noxus wants blue.
All right, just gonna run it back the way we had it last game.
Which very conveniently is where they were before. Very cool. Just gotta get a new draft link. We'll all be good to go. I wonder if they'll rethink the Ziggs has been pretty huge. I think just gotta be a little bit more careful early. We'll see. They do have some role flexibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm interested to see how their first 3 bans change because, right, with the fact that they seem to be going hard on that Anivia ban. Or no, sorry. They seem pretty focused on the Syndra and the Garen. I wonder if maybe they'll drop the Jarvan and let Way2K play Jarvan. Or maybe they'll open up the Garen. Maybe they think that's different. Or maybe they just stick with the same 3 and think they can, because Mord was second rotation last game. So it doesn't seem super high priority for Bandle. Maybe they raised its priority because how well it did, or I wonder to see if maybe they'll do something about the Cho'Gath.
Yeah,
Definitely
the
interesting to see.
Jarvan's one of Way2K's favorites, if not favorite. Usually
Yeah,
doesn't get allowed through. Even sometimes when Jarvan isn't in the best state, Way2K is just so scary on that champ.
and he's gotten some buffs recently. He's definitely come back into viability. So
Oh yeah.
I could see that ban sticking for sure.
If he's on the good side of the patch notes, that's all the more reason that they'll permaban it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I don't know enough about the Varus, but maybe we could drop the Varus
Maybe.
ban.
Maybe. We
I
do
don't know
have the draft link.
how scary bases Varus is, but probably enough to warrant the ban. And I wonder if they'll maybe pick the top line answer a little earlier, but then again, I don't think the answer was the problem. I think it was the game length.
Yep. Yeah, they did pick Nazgul in the second half, so more bans get flung that way, but
I trust base. Maybe we'll get to see it, maybe not.
worked out. I like the Varus. Anytime an ADC can provide even just a bit of utility with the ult, it really makes all the difference. And Varus is no joke with the range on some of those snipes. It's pretty scary.
Yeah. I have I will not deny that there is utility in Lethality Varus. I hate the pick. I just despise it. But I think I've yet to see a really good Lethality Varus pick this season. So I think I think you can do it. I think it's playable, but
Yeah, lethality I'm less sure about, but
and
I don't know what they're doing these days. Oh, we are in the draft, by the way. I've had the scene here, but we've been going. We've been going.
we said
Same. The Cho'Gath gets back in here.
yep, we took the Cho'Gath and instead of the Jarvan, so the Jarvan is up.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's
And then
spicy.
we stuck with the same three
And they
Gams on
pick
Bandle
it
City.
right
They picked
away.
it themselves. Yeah, okay. I like that adaptation. I
Very
like that just
cool.
picking away the Jarvan from Way 2K if you're not going to ban it. I think that's really smart. I really like that draft change there.
That's cool, because they probably weren't interested in taking Cho, so they just banned Cho, steal the Jarvan.
They are possibly giving up Maokai now, since that has been first pick in our last two previous games. So that's an option for Y2K, but I don't know that he's loves it. We're just gonna get an immediate Ezreal pick, first pick for Base here again. Base did very well, and that Ezreal did a lot of damage for sure. So I'm not surprised to see this picked again.
Yeah, we'll
Especially,
see. I'm sure Way2K has some ideas about what Jarvan doesn't like in particular. Whether see if it's Maokai, the Leona's back at it.
yeah, just gonna take that same bot lane.
Probably a Janna gonna come through and something else, maybe the Caitlyn again.
Yeah, I could see the bot side staying relatively similar.
Throw it back.
No, we've got a Jinx hover. Wow, that's different.
That's
I
I gotta believe that's Jackie.
Yeah. No, I've heard the tales of Jackie Jinx. That's
Jackie loves Jinx.
I like this. This
Very
is a
good and
fun.
comfortable on her, even when she's not, she's not the meta thing.
Hmm.
Gets excited, does the things.
I like adding this more scaling AD to the side of Noxus. Definitely deals with some of the um, unkillableness.
Rumble.
No, I'm gonna stick with the Ori.
Mariah Carey back on the Orianna. Those, I mean, hey, they didn't have their full roster in the first game, and some of those Orianna ults were just nasty.
Really strong, and I'm interested to see how this matchup goes because it'd go pretty Ziggs favored, but I think Ziggs got a lot of kills through jungle and other stuff. So I'm interested to see how this matchup runs back. Maybe Mariah thinks they're comfortable enough on this. Or not Mariah, sorry. Who plays that? Yeah, I wonder if they want to run this back and see how it goes. The Darius ban again, and the Wukong taking out some of the other champions that
Okay, Way2K has plenty. Definitely didn't wait for nothing. That
yeah,
Wukong was huge, but I bet the Amumu would be very threatening with this Orianna.
Yeah, I could see it for sure.
That'd be something.
That's a big wombo combo of circles of death with Amumu, Oriana, and Leona. Ban the Alawi. Okay, a little bit of adaptation from last draft. Instead, we left up the York. That's the big thing here is that we ban the Alawi but left up the York because we.
The York
kept the
really,
Darius.
I rarely see it get through. I wonder if they'll ban the Amumu.
Yeah, I like focusing more on
I
jungle
don't know if
pains.
Way2K's been on the Amumu lately, but it's nasty.
Yeah, could see a Mord, but sticking with the Jax ban. That's fair. I think now that we for sure know, we definitely want to get the Jax out of the way.
Well, they get to counter top anyway if they want, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. Rammus.
Rammus. Interesting pick.
Okay. Very interesting. Very. Huh.
Pretty, decent into the Jarvan and Jinx. I wonder if we'll get maybe a magic damage top laner like that. Maybe they pick away the Mordekaiser. Um, oh, there it is. Yeah, I
Yes.
like that. I like picking the Mordekaiser when they picked Rammus. Go a little bit heavier on that magic damage and try to, keep him away from your Jinx.
Very necessary. And they still have the support that they can think of.
Jinx Lux. That's an
Lux. Okay,
interesting
should be
combo.
interesting to see how Lux does with the Spell Thieves changes. I noticed that they were jamming Tears in the previous game to help,
Oh,
but
insta lock Nasus in the top lane into this Mordekaiser. Wow.
he's got that dog in him.
The dog.
Interesting.
The dog for the dog.
Very cool. I wonder what's up with this Lux. I'm interested. Lux Enjoyer.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see it paired with the Jinx. I mean, they're keeping up that strong poke. But
Yeah, like they could definitely poke the Leona quite a bit, make it hard for her. The Lux CC on top of the Chompers, pretty threatening.
mhm, definitely good at keeping this Rammus off. They have a decent amount of peel for this Jinx, I think, with the Mord, the Jarvan, and the Lux. But again, Bandle will just go into this tried and true triple tank. Um, they've drafted very thick comps every single time. So
Mm-hmm.
it worked really well last game, and it showed signs in the first game. So wonder if this Jinx is enough to punch through all that tankiness.
I like the Jinx. I'm expecting. I like this bot lane mix up against the expected Ezreal. I want to see what Lux will be up to. Definitely these days you gotta go with the presence of Mind Secondary to keep up a little bit more. Some before the Spell Thieves nerfs, some Luxes would go like the cheap shot, Ultimate Hunter,
Yeah, not
but
full damage.
can't afford it anymore.
Yeah.
Should be cool though. Could be potentially some more level 1 shenanigans with Lux. They might all Noxus might sprint somewhere as a unit.
Yeah, possibly. I can see it. Definitely lower damage on the side of Bandle for very beginning of the game.
Although if Lux starts Q and it doesn't amount to something good, does remove a lot of the level 1 pressure. Alright, well we're ready to get in this one anytime a button gets pressed, and we're gonna queue up into it.
Waiting for a certain large cumulus to press the button.
Yes. So I wonder this game if seems like the QSS demand is a little bit less because Ezreal can keep his distance. Leona doesn't
Yeah,
mind terribly. Orianna can keep her distance.
Mord really does not have many good targets. I think probably your best target is Orianna.
They denied it though, and that was probably important.
Yeah, I really like the Mordekaiser deny there. I think,
They needed the damage variety.
yeah, and there's a lot of good targets there, especially with the Jinx and Ziggs. A lot of good targets for the Mordekaiser ult on their team, so if sort of an inevitability. And I also like it just as a pick in the Rammus. I think taking another non-auto attack based champion, especially taking an AP champion that can help punch through this Rammus is a really good move.
Jord's definitely comfortable on this Jarvan. I've seen Jarvan a couple times. It's not, wasn't just to take out. Undefeated this season now, Jinx. Big fact if true. Big fact if true. I like this.
Yep, there it is, locked in.
I like the Jinx. Mr. OK himself.
Yep, it's definitely going to be a peel for the Jinx game. Keep this Rammus off.
I like the Lawful. Lawful goes pretty hard on the Nasus sometimes. We've seen it several times.
Yeah, Lawful got that dog in him.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
It's another one of these setups that they can definitely just run at you.
I do not tolerate cowardice.
Always banning that Darius.
Oh.
Oh! Did, what happened? Wukong got banned.
Oh, did Wukong get banned? No, I guess Wukong was in the bans. I guess maybe just...
Misunderstanding? Oh dear, I still have the draft music going here.
maybe just DC too.
Oh! Got DC? Or, no. Something weird. Okay, anyway. Back in. I'll switch the scene to it for good luck.
It's a little bugged looking for me.
Wait, did it? There's...
Why are some of their pics still showing?
Okay. Weird.
I don't really understand what's happening, but I think...
Yeah, because I see the first round bans are happening and there's 2 picks on each side.
Yeah.
But whatever, all the picks are known, so... Get on through it.
People fear what they cannot understand. Your commands tire me.
Like the Vygar bans are consistent too. That's a Cloud special.
Mm-hmm. That's weird that the hover champion still stayed.
Very weird. Alright, Ziggs.
Ziggs maybe?
Hovered. Ziggs has been a consistent pick every game here, back against the Orianna. Which went better than the Cho'Gath. Really interested to see what Way 2K has in store for this Rammus, because very knowledgeable about Jarvan. I'm guessing that this Rammus pick had large part to do with Jarvan.
Let me at him.
Is there like a taunt window that's really impactful or something?
For what? Apologies.
For Jarvan, because I guess you could hold him down and prevent him from ulting, but I don't know. I guess it just depends on the initiative. There's no bet, and I don't know how to do that.
I don't think we can. I think we'd need one of the actual mods of the channel to do that.
I am a mod, I just don't know how to do mod things.
Oh, okay.
Which is not helpful.
No.
I just have the sword. I could turn it to emotes only, chat. Is that good?
That might be the opposite of good, but...
Oh.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to see it to remember, so...
It's all good. Anyway.
I do not have a sword.
Counting down to the 3-minute timer here. I'm very excited to see how this bot lane goes.
Yeah, I think the Lux can definitely keep this Jinx safe to farm, and Jinx definitely isn't a lay down and die at the beginning of the game. Definitely has some damage and
If her
ability
slows
to create.
connect early, those slows are not small.
Mm-hmm.
If you get hit by one, a lot of other damage is going to connect.
Yeah, I really think a lot of this game hinges on um how well they can get to this Jinx, and they have champions to do it. They have the Leona and the Rammus, two champions that have the ability to
Oh yeah.
jump through the line. Good spacing is going to be really important here.
Yeah, especially if Rammus starts to get going, he gets extremely speedy, and especially once you can get some structures down. I mean, it's really hard to hide from Rammus eventually.
Mm-hmm. I'm also interested to see how this top lane goes. I would imagine that early game Mordekaiser with his passive has more damage, and is able to keep Nasus from getting some of those stacks. So I'd like to see more take advantage of it and try to accelerate himself into being that tank and being able to frontline for this Jinx Ziggs.
Yup. Very important. It's
But there's always
Jinx. Caitlyn and Ziggs were getting focused very hard in the last game.
There's always definitely the timer though of Nasus. One day, one time, eventually he will be strong, and there's not much you could do about it. So definitely want to see them make some early plays, and right, obviously you have a Jarvan, you have one of the best ganking junglers in the game. I think it's important that they use it in some of these lanes.
Yeah, if Nasus gets going a little bit, Nasus really enjoys building the Spirit Visage, if I remember correctly. And, well, there's Ziggs, Mordekaiser, and Lux over there. Every reason to get that thing urgently.
For sure. I mean, the only consistent physical damage that you have is from that Jinx.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All on Jinx.
Spirit Fishes amps his own lifesteal as well as, I mean, blocks out a lot of the damage from his opponent laner and the mid support. So could definitely see that Spirit Visage come out very early.
Oh, yeah. Alright, just 15 seconds. Only one team can get through here. We'll see
Yep.
if the full Bandle City roster can pull it together.
For sure. Yep. And just a reminder, this is an elimination game. Whoever loses this is out, and whoever wins goes on to play against Bilgewater in the finals, which will happen next week.
Wowee. All the marbles.
That will be a best of 5 series, so get to see a lot of these teams. Okay, we see the Cleanse taking on the Jinx. I think that's a really good idea with the Lux Root and the taunt from Rammus.
Lots of red pings. Looks like Bandle City sprinting bot. Pinging the Jinx cleanse.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Long sword 3 pot start for both of our bot laners. A little more sustain and damage in the laning phase.
Lux got sight of them.
And
continues to get sight of them. Oh, man, flow band stack for Ziggs. It's over.
True. Bit of a response invade coming out from
Minions have spawned.
From the side of Noxus, but probably all just gonna return. Rammus is just gonna go back to his blue buff, and looks like they may actually go to steal away Rammus' red buff.
Interesting.
And they have no vision on it, so they don't know that it's happening. Nasus will get some early farm, but
Very
And
interesting.
looks like the bot lane of Noxus is delaying getting to lane because they know that Rammus is there, so... They did get the ward down, so they do know that Jord is not starting his own red.
Okay, some red danger pings going on their own top buffs.
Yep.
So way 2K may have an inkling.
Yeah, Jord's also going to take away these Raptors and then go for a quick mid gank here.
Oh, that is dirty. Burns
Get
that flash.
there. Yeah. Gets the flash out from the Orianna. That's
Oh,
huge.
nice. And Ziggs got the EQ right on the back end of the flash, right where Ori popped herself. Very good. Goes back down to Zone Raptors.
Yep, it's going to just... Red to red.
Red to red. Way 2K going to look at this blue buff. Interesting. These are some purest buff junglers. Only blues, only reds.
Yep.
Maru getting a good bit of poking, but half mana. Nice little Morgy trade there. Definitely the pressure's on Nasus down a couple farm. Doing his best under turret.
Rammus is coming up here, though. It's slow there from Nasus. They might be able to get this.
Yeah,
Mordekaiser
very nice.
Needs to proc his passive. Taking a lot of damage. Already burned his W, too.
8 through the shield. Lawful Dog's
Oh.
eating a lot of damage.
Wow. Really
Wow.
nice attempt there to try and
Close.
flash and get the kill on the Nasus, but ends up just being a great gank. It's going to burn the teleport from the Mord. And Nasus is going to be able to push in this wave.
Oh, nice little Lux Q there. Ooh, those chompers almost got Ezreal.
Mord's just going to hold this wave here.
I don't know about a dive here. This Lux is very although a great Q. Ezreal was in the little corner. Unfortunately, Jord will go down, but the kill goes to Leon.
Yeah, Jinx gets a kill. It's a really good start to this lane. I don't know that Juan wanted that. It's gonna be fine because it's a Leona with W already up.
Ezreal loses quite a bit of the wave.
Yeah, I mean Ezreal's now down
So it's a great
Gotta go
dive.
down 8 farm or so at least.
Jord's happy to dive for that, and plus it was about time to reset anyway. Why channel it back when you could just die for a good cause?
True. Good death. Nice flash there out of clouds in the mid lane. It's able to avoid the Rammus gank.
Yep. Alright, this Noxus bot lane has got to back, and yeah. Very cool, very cool.
Nazgul's a level up, gets
Ooh.
a really good isolated Q there, able to push Lawful Dog out of the minion wave so he gets the isolated damage, and that's huge. Oh no.
Huge ouch. Both the junglers are interested here, of course. Way
Yep,
2K
here's
is
the
flashless.
Yeah, here's the power of Leona though.
What a great
These
roam.
engaged supports. Yeah, these great supports that can just walk around the map, and it's a great roam there and able to get another kill onto this Mordekaiser.
What a great roam. Anticipated that there'd be trouble going down top and just walked straight there out of Fountain, and no downside for Ezreal here really for it. He's chilling.
Does lose the cannon
My
there.
mistake. Oh yeah, that is big.
Yeah, they have
Ooh.
a lot of damage. They're able to.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, this is the Ezreal player's life.
Yeah, I guess the wave wasn't in the best spot. Although, if he had just accepted reality and not gone for the cannon, but everybody wants their cannon. I want a cannon.
Yep.
Very chunked, very chunked.
Leona's just gonna tank the wave, but pretty free dragon here for the side of Noxus with their bot pro.
Yeah, very nice. Oh! Nearly canceled the back of Waffle Dog, but got out.
Yep, looks
Looks
like
like-
we're going for an invade here.
Yep,
on the
Lux
bot
is
side.
joining her king. Try and pressure this blue buff, but the bot lane is rotating, and yeah.
Oh, that E from Leona just barely misses. That could have been really bad if that hit.
I don't know if they
Lux.
would have won it because the Ezreal wouldn't have been of much help, but that Bramble Vest hurts for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the thing was Mariah Carey was walking down, so it would have been a
Right,
4v2,
right.
and the Lux Jinx weren't exactly positioned to roam up immediately. So,
Right.
definitely been able to burst him down.
Can never forget about Mariah Carey.
Little tussle here in the jungle. Oh, nice
Oh, what
rocket
a
there from
nice
the
Jinx ult. Although Maru's got to get out of here.
Maru's-
That E was a little early
Oh.
detonated.
Really good chompers there.
Wow.
Roots both of them. Oh no, this is gonna be a triple kill for this Jinx, maybe. Oh, just barely not.
Hey,
Does execute though.
it was an execute.
Yeah, that that Jinx rocket did so much damage.
Wow, I thought Maru was toast, but the chompers really helped.
Oh, Death Realm sounds like it was burned in top lane.
Wow, that Ashen Knight Death Realm music is pretty cool. Oh, this is
Oh, no, he
Necessar
misses.
wears off.
Yeah, Necessar wears off.
Oh,
Nazgul missed both of his abilities there, but it didn't matter once
Oh.
he got the passive procced.
that turret did nothing.
Yeah, and turned in 0 damage.
Interesting. Rammus gonna try
Rammus
and
is
clean
here.
up here.
This is a level 8 versus a level
No
5,
ult.
though.
No ult.
Yep, just able to walk away. Well, good play on there, and nice ult there by Marinizer. Get some poke on the
Free
Cicero,
chunk.
who has been half health most of this lane, at least.
Yeah, no
Um,
kidding.
But yeah, I mean, that's a full Rylai's there for the Mord. This Mord is ahead a lot of CS, and after that, those early deaths has really been able to turn around.
Yep, yep.
This Mordekaiser champion is a little good, I think.
I think so. I think so. Especially with this Rylai's, and Nasus doesn't even have a cloak to sit on yet. Oh, Ezreal cannot live. Juan's gonna peel, which is nice.
Oh, another rocket, another kill.
Couldn't block it. Too busy deflecting the Jarvan.
Oh man.
Yeah,
This Jinx is-
Jackie's pretty good at this Jinx champ.
Yo, she kind of has Kraken Slayer already. By the
Oh
way.
yeah, and a 400 gold shutdown. And they're taking the first turret before 11 minutes. They got every plate.
I'm gonna lose Herald, but I don't know how much that matters.
No.
And this is gonna lose his whole bot side for it.
They'll get the second Drake as well for sure.
Yep.
Before long. As long as Nasus can minimize just a little bit. Oh, he's in the realm. He's popping his ulti.
Both ults burn. Huge shield
Rammus is
there from
coming up.
Mordekaiser W.
Rammus is coming up. Oh,
Yeah, gets the Q off.
gets the taunt, but not quite in time. Has to ult out defensively. Yeah.
Wow. This Mordekaiser is very strong now.
That's tough because they've already got the Jinx going against them. And now Mord's doing super hot. Ahead about 40 CS.
Yeah, mid lane's going a little bit in the favor of Orianna, but only by 10 CS, and
Yeah.
those 6 items are already pretty strong. I mean,
I'm
it's
pretty
already got
sure
both components.
Maybe in about 20 seconds somebody's gonna die to a Jinx rocket.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Just seems to be how it's been going. But anyway, they'll kill the dragon first. Pretty
Just
free.
gonna go for the dragon.
Pretty
Another teleport
free.
top lane out of the Mordekaiser. Rammus does have Herald. I wonder where he'll look to try and get this down. Got 2 minutes while plates are still up to try and get some gold there.
Mm-hmm.
We see the lane swap coming out of bot mid. Ziggs is going bot lane. Just keep that wave pushed in while try to get a few more plates here on this Jinx maybe.
Yep, very good. Very good. Looks Maru kind of being quite risky and trying to take that control ward. Has to
got the
lose
flash.
flash.
Yeah.
I know that feel.
Nasus is down mid lane here. They're grouping up 4 on this mid wave.
Right. So maybe they want to crash the Herald here.
Yeah, I wonder where this Nasus. He's walking all the way bot lane.
Very strange.
Sir, you need to farm. You need stats. Where are you going?
What's going on here?
Guess he's going into the Ziggs? I
Just
don't
gonna
know how much
relieve
better that is for you.
Orianna of something. Rammus, way2k's looking to get on the Sigs maybe, but
Yeah, they're pinging, but Ziggs is just gonna sit under his turret and wave clear.
he's chilling.
And spotted him out on a control ward.
Alright, well,
Not even-
they'll just drop the Herald here. This must be the plan. Get the plates into
Yeah.
solo laners. Oof, that arcane shift could not have been a moment too soon.
Yep.
That Luxar was...
Jord is here and he's just gonna dive in. Oh, he misses the EQ. Q's a little too early.
Oh! Gets taken out by the Ezreal, but Maru was able to snipe Leona in the process.
Yep. little chat there from Jord. We didn't see it, we promise.
Oh, I didn't even realize I have the chat on. That's funny though. I saw it.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I'll pretend I didn't see.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yep, 2 turrets down though there for the 1 turret that
Bounties.
Bandle got.
We haven't seen bounties this early in the other games.
Yep.
That's tough for sure.
Ziggs is already caught up pretty well in CS, so the difference here is essentially negligible.
I love these Lux ults. Nobody can live in peace when you have a 30-second cooldown.
Auto laser that covers half the map.
It's not quite at 30 seconds yet, but it's close.
It'll get there, for sure.
Jinx a little bit alone at the moment, but she's got her cleanse flash.
And they've got
Big chillin'.
Yep, Ezreal decided to rush very mad at this game. And the Jinx has a recurve bow, which I assume is going into a Blade the Rune King. I have actually seen this before. I've watched Jackie play, and Jackie is a Bork enthusiast on Jinx.
Yes. Bork Jinx, not quite as good as Bork Caitlyn, but it'll do. Okay, Mord pressing up here a bit. Three level difference between these top laners. 70 CS. It's been rough. It's been rough.
I am I am tempted to ask for a stat count, but that would probably be not very nice.
Yeah. There's no way it can be high when the CS is that low. Look at the support just bullying the mid laner over here over a control ward.
Yep. Gotta love Lux.
Looks like they're gonna sneak in the second Rift Herald here ahead of their third dragon. They want everything.
Yeah, when you're
All-
listen, I don't care how strong you are, you're not winning against a support in a vision war. It's not happening.
No, they'll die for that.
They will absolutely die for that control ward.
Plus Lux E is just so good at getting.
Oh, they're behind them here.
Oh,
Lux is,
Jord
I mean,
is in.
Jinx is able to avoid all of that by cleansing the
Oh!
taunt.
Nice
Oh, the
Jinx
rock-
ult, but wow.
Splendid killing. Wow. A really good turn and flank there by the entire Bandle City team.
Yeah, caught them while they were rotating down to the dragon, although they are on the dragon because they chunked them down quite a bit, so they're just gonna take it.
Yeah, doesn't end up really.
Clouds will die
amounting to-
for it. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Like I saw the flash on the wall, but
Yeah. Auto attacks follow you.
it would never be enough. Pretty worth for the third dragon, though.
Yeah, and you don't give away any bounties because none of the members that actually died that fight actually had any bounties. Your Mordekaiser and your Jinx are still alive and haven't died since they've really hit those power spikes. So.
Alright, well, stacks aside, Nasus does have the Sunderer. It's a Riftmaker game this time for the board. No, none of this Jack show business. Just wants straight damage, probably to kill that Rammus.
Yeah, it's interesting. I could see it. I don't hate it for sure.
It was the standard before for a reason.
Yeah. And I think, there's not a huge amount of damage coming out of the side of Bandle City, especially not early, with this Nasus being so behind, and Rammus and Leona really not having no damage in their own rights. So I think it's a pretty good Riftmaker game, all things considered.
Oh, Ionian boots on the Lux is interesting. Where do I see the... Not putting any extra points in W, so... Not sure what all the extra haste is for, but hey. Personal preference, the more CC you can dish out, the better.
Yeah, especially with the dive out of the Leona and Rammus, I can see it. And the Nasus eventually.
Yep.
With that Ghost and Mercury Treads, he will still try to just go for this. Oh.
Oh! Yeah, this Lux is flashless. She's doing her best, but Leona... Dang, that Ezreal was coming too.
Or it's a double teleport here, but...
Yeah, Baron's up, so it's no joke if they get a pick.
It's a 4v5, the Lux is dead. Turning onto Lawful Dog, and he just
Ooh.
evaporates from the Mordekaiser and Jinx damage. I mean, this Mordekaiser's 2 items has full AP. That is... Ooh, good buffer there.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah, still lands the taunt, but was able to get away. Okay, and ult on the Rammus.
Oh, I don't know if the rest of the team is into it. Nope, they're here.
Right here, the Rammus is low.
Very good Zigzag. Oh my
Oh my-
god.
Beautiful Zigzag just completely wipes them, and I would not be surprised to see a turn on this Baron.
Holy moly. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, way 2K's dead. I mean, hey, this thing's gonna melt. You got 2-item Jinx. And Mord's no slouch either.
Yeah, I really like them taking advantage of that Immortal. Bandle City really kind of grouped up on top of where the Mordekaiser and Rammus were going to be. And Ziggs took full advantage of that and just dropped an ult right in the middle of them. Really, really good play.
Yeah, because Bandle, they had vision of Noxus that whole time, but just because you have vision of Ziggs throwing out the ult doesn't mean... It's like you can see where it's going to land as it gets cast, so it's no secret.
Mm-hmm. We need to be careful here.
They really want to stop these dragons, but can they? This Leona's getting focused down.
Leona's just in there. It's gonna end up dying.
Not tanky enough to stop a 10k gold lead. Yep.
Oh, Lawful Dog tried to go for the 2 mages there, but just got slowed enough that Mordekaiser could make it there. And they're just gonna look to crack this mid tower.
They want to push. They got some kills.
Yeah, and they've got great siege
They got
with the
Ziggs.
Ziggs. They got the Ziggs Jinx. They will melt these towers.
Yeah. Will they try the end?
I think it's a little greedy.
They can't. Yeah, the death timers are not in their favor. Yeah, they just lost 2 flashes for it.
Yeah, did burn flashes from.
Nice little chompers. They could just go
Yeah.
claim their Dragon Soul now.
I would have really liked to see them rotate top there. That top wave was essentially pushed in. But you know, sometimes you get blood in the water. People are in another flash.
Or
It's not
just
gonna
or
end up
just go to
mattering.
Dragon.
V2K is going to catch up, but Mordekaiser's is here. He's able to bully him off.
Ooh. Good luck, on Mariah Carey.
And ult goes down on the Nasus, who is threatening the Jinx.
All right, in the mortal. Boom.
Skill secured.
And they'll get their Infernal Soul, which is just... I mean, any Dragon Soul's really terrifying, but with this gold lead and all the damage that they're cranking out... Scary. Infernal.
Yep. I mean, just complete control of this game from top to bottom.
Yep. And they're gonna get a little blue buff for the support, why not? They can't make too much more use of their Baron buff, but they're here. They got their Infernal Soul.
Yeah,
What?
I'm gonna just push in the spot lane. While Ziggs clears out mid wave.
Pretty much a freebie.
And take the back here. Use up all their gold they got.
Oh my.
Jinx just barely doesn't have enough for this IE, but Jarvan now with that black cleaver. And...
That's okay. She's got Bork.
Yep.
She's good.
So
Yeah, I guess
items on this Mordekaiser.
Mord is bot with TP, so the rest of the team, they could focus their attention elsewhere, really. Juan clearing out some risky vision, gonna drop some trinkets and get the heck out. Do what you can.
Yep. No objectives up right now, and not for a while, not for at least 2 minutes, so they're just going to try and keep these waves pushed in and choke out Bandle City so that they can't farm at all to try and get back in this game.
Yeah, they should go top for sure, which is what they're doing.
Yep.
Maru
Leave
in
the
the jungle
Mordekaiser
trying
there.
to get some wards. More advanced notice you can get of Rammus, the better.
Yeah, more just down here completely zoning this Nasus off.
Yeah, it really hasn't gotten better for Naxxus.
Nasus burned ult there. Kind of got baited into that, but we've got 4v4 top lane. We should just be able to freely get the turret.
Ah,
Oh no, base just gets completely chunked and ends up dying to a Ziggs ult. Got a teleport here from the Mordekaiser. Nice 2-man ultimate from the Orianna, but it ends up just delaying the inevitable.
yeah. There's no doubt that Mariah Carey can get these huge shockwaves, but there's just this thing called gold. It ain't there.
Yeah.
Oof, that damage.
I don't even think they can resist this push even with 4 alive.
Yep, Juan's gonna engage under the Nexus turret.
The he is in the death realm and just dies to it. This Mordekaiser's just standing under turret and microwaving everyone.
Wow. Yeah, just getting chucked. All these luck spells. Down goes the Nexus.
2 incredibly close games leading up to this. That was a stomp. The Jackie Jinx and the Mordekaiser top into the Nasus just completely ran over that game.
6-0 and 9. Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yep. And not to take away from George. George had some really great ganks there. His scoreline obviously won't show it, but that is peak Jarvan performance right there.
Yeah, it was huge.
You may die a lot, but you set up a lot. And when your laners are fed, it doesn't matter what your scoreline is.
Especially that early dive bot side where he died. But they denied Ezreal quite a few creeps, and Leona secured the kill in the end, so it was a good death.
Yeah,
very good death.
Alrighty. Well, that will do it for our series. Noxus will win 2-1. And that means they will move on to go face Bilgewater next week in the finals of the Hextech League.
That is what they say. Do we have some captains? Will captains come our way to say hello? Or will we go silently into the night? I don't know.
Hello, hello.
Hello! Welcome, welcome. We got him. Well, that was quite the series. You really had the comeback with the full roster, but...
Yeah, I feel bad. You know, not making game 1 was definitely tough.
Yeah, I missed you for that one.
I missed you too. Although I didn't miss getting Mordekaiser ulted and, you know, hating my life.
Yeah, that Mort champion kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mordekaiser.
Throw some props George's way, though. I think you already hit this on stream, but those ganks earlier were pretty solid.
Oh my god.
Jordan was doing a lot on the Jarvan. We just wanted to take it from you.
Yeah, he looked good in the scrim, you know, undercover scrim that we had too. So I was a little worried about
it. I trust you, Jordan. I promise we didn't see that mid dive. the flash into QE and just not dashing.
Nobody saw. Nobody saw. But yeah, that was really crazy from the top side, those games. That Olaf in the first one before Bandle City had the whole gang together was just nutty. And the Mord was no slouch that game either. That was the thing.
Well, he was playing into Nasus, and the only way you win that is to be stupid aggressive. Keep the dog down. Bad dog. Get off it.
Old Yeller.
Ah.
But yeah, that last one was pretty crazy. So what was the idea with the role swap? Just felt more confident that way?
No, not necessarily. We just do it because, you know, sometimes if it's going to look like Jinx is, or if we have a different draft plan, we think that Jinx is going to fit into it better. So it's part of the plan. It's not necessarily responding to the other team.
Yeah, interesting. Well, I think it ended up being a really good response because just of how tanky the drafts from Bandle were every time with the Leona and at least, you know, two other tanks on team. It ended up working really well.
Yep.
Those super mega death rockets were nasty.
Yep. Yeah, that was a really good Jinx score.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I see. So it's just kind of how the draft came together. The Janna was kind of doing work. It was hard the second game because all those
That
Chemtech dragons and the tenacity, they just kind of walked around.
Yeah, fuck that dragon. Fuck that soul. But we only had well, we just didn't have enough peel that game. You know, Mord could walk into everybody and didn't die with the Jack Show build, and Cho'Gath was just massive. And if he lands one Q, you know, it sets everybody else up for stuff. And I feel like as a Lowy, they just ignore me. I couldn't ever get on the Ezreal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was tough. Silence is such an annoying effect. Hate it.
Yeah, I'm curious about the draft there in that third game. What made y'all go back to that Orianna? Because it did okay in lane to against in that first game, but it it looked good. It ended up not working out. What was it a comfort thing, or didn't want to go too tanky and not have the damage, or?
Probably the comfort thing. So Cho got banned first rotation, and Syndra got banned first rotation. So his next comfort pick was either Azir or Orianna. I think that he thought that team fighting, or as a team, we thought that team fighting with Ori would be a lot better. But they have, your comp was a little interesting with Jarvan going in and not a lot of follow up, but it ended up being the zone control of Jinx, Ziggs, and Lux just made it so that our little engage was just impossible.
Yeah, that's fair.
That first game, the Orianna shockwaves were no, you weren't there for that one. The Orianna shockwaves were sick. Some of them, like, I think there were some decent ones in that third game too. It was just hard.
I gotta give a lot of respect to Mr. Mariah Carey. He plays his heart out every single game. So
Huge.
Yep.
Huge R's and Ori. When he got Syndra those few times, huge games coming out of him there, and even the Cho'Gath games. So we tried to let him cook, but just didn't give him enough time to finish the recipe.
He's cooking.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for coming to chat with us. Thanks for having a great series and playing your best, and look forward to see Noxus face Bilgewater next week.
Yep, went the full 3
Thanks
games.
for casting.
Yeah, thank you. That was very very entertaining series. The first game, Twitch chat was just exploding the way it was going. But yeah, good series. And thank you, and yeah, head over to the other stream if it's still going. We'll plug it, check the Discord, and yeah, see y'all later.
Yep, they're in fact game 3, so go watch them.
Nice.
Good games.
Huge.
Thank you for casting. Goodbye.
All right, bye stream.